Like,
You guys
there's
are
no world where I
currently
don't want to.
in your own little hell, aren't you?
Yeah.
Does anyone remember what happened last game? Does anyone want to? Because I'll tell you now, I did not make a recap or any sort of re
If I
information.
remember, if I remember correctly,
What if we lost an hour footage?
Wiser came, slowed down time, and Branza and Phillip got transported to some period of time where all their other companions from the Court of Horns were there with a tipped-over car and fighting a dragon, the one that was in front of us. Donkz got left behind, and then it took some extra effort from Wiser, but Donkz ended up getting there. Fought the dragon. Dragon killed someone named Digger. I took his gun. We came back. We're immediately in combat with the same dragon, but seemingly older and weaker.
No, I'd say younger, but stronger.
Younger. Say again?
Younger, but stronger.
Younger, but strong. Not quite as strong.
Not as strong, but there was some essence to it, for sure.
Yeah.
That was extra. More than the one that you witnessed. You've noticed that. You all witnessed this.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
We fought off that dragon and some crane devils, and Donkz got everyone in this little village, or I guess a caravan. They said they were traveling. So
Yeah, it's a caravan.
yeah, in this little caravan cursed because he spoke a lot.
Yeah.
And one of our Court of Horns companions was also there, who was kind of a pugilist. But I don't think we did get her name, but I don't particularly remember it.
Shren.
I don't have my notes on me.
Shren with the X.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shren.
And then you guys
took a long rest.
long rest. Yeah.
Oh, and I stole a talking hammer.
Yo, he handed it to you. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I convinced a guy without words to give me his hammer.
So yeah, put yourselves where you would rest. Each of those little tents would be a spot for you to relax in, knowing that you have some sort of cover. Does anybody want to take a specific watch? Do all of you want to take a specific watch separate? Do you want to take your watches together? It looks like there's gonna be a watch regardless. Shren seems to be, if not the most, let's say, hurt from a previous battle, but having recovered now, her long rest shouldn't take much more, despite the battle that occurred. She didn't waste too much energy. She didn't have to pull all her punches this time. Because you guys took care of most of the battle. You guys carried it, which was amazing of you.
I forgot to mention in the recap that because the dragons stirred up some mushrooms, we all inhaled radioactive spores and received various radioactive effects.
Yeah, so this flying essence of it seems to be almost as if they were giving off steam, but the steam wouldn't fly away or blow with the wind as much as you try to fan away. It stays and lingers around. It seems to flow. If you guys wanted to make an insight check on that specific fog that you guys witnessed just recently, I'd allow it. At disadvantage, of course, because you're inciting steam or mist.
Insight. Hey, the wind came up. That's nice.
Ooh.
Alright. I'm gonna fight the steam. Kidding.
but with the colors, orange and purple, lots of thin slits of red. Yeah, maybe Agonizer noticed something. If they, as it dissipates, there is for sure a specific pattern or flow, a direction, let's say. It went the same general area that the dragon, because I think you guys were like, I think it was 1 hit point away from dying or something. As it flew away around the bend. Yeah, or pretty close to it at least. It went around that area. It went around the bend. The way, the flow, the same route that this draconic being took. Phillip is the one who sees this. Nobody else. Yeah, I have my dice out. I'm gonna get those. But yeah, other than that, you guys have the choice of whether you guys will take your long rest together. Then you guys just make the perception checks together. Will you make them separately? Just to make sure that you have your long rest. I'm not sure if I said that you had your long rest yet. Did I say that in the last game? Or were we just about to have it?
Said that, I think it was, would you like to attempt a long rest? I do believe that's what you said.
I'm only smiling like the Joker right now because of that. Because I believe that's exactly how I phrased it. But I can't be sure. Because I just admitted to this to Manny. But I lost like an hour worth of the video. The last bit of it. So we got the combat with the bigger version of the dragon, but I didn't get the other part with all the radiation and all the just fun stuff that everybody has now. Well, I think.
You mean the audience didn't get to see the fact that I have an ear on my hand now?
What audience? This is my question.
That is true. That is a good question.
No.
Like that self-deprecation.
Yeah.
You need to say some affirmations. I have an audience. I make good content.
I'm pretty sure I'm only posting it as recaps for my players at most. That's it. But and for myself. To be honest though, it is a whole lot of fun. So why not? Yet we still have to make a decision on who's gonna take long rests now. Who's gonna choose to weather the nights? Or night, I mean. If this is night. You're inside of a bit of a cavern. You don't see the light from this specific spot, but peering out just past the corners around the bends on both ends, because it's pretty within a mountainous area. Is how you've been traveling inside of mountains, outside of them, over them, through them. It's a weird experience, as you don't believe you're inside of an underworld, quote unquote, anymore. The oddest thing, now that we've been here long enough, the time cycle hasn't shifted at all. You haven't seen a night. It's just been this cloudy sort of feel, and if it wasn't for the slight shines of these rays of light, there wouldn't be much illumination happening here. But as there is enough of this magical light that continues to flow in and around places, it looks more of a twilight than anything. And that's been the entire experience as you've been here. Up, down, left, right, after you guys met Sid. So yeah, who's first watch? Or are they taking first watch?
I need an extra 2 hours on my long rest.
So a regular human rest, right? Because you have 4
no,
hours
I
rest.
think I still have 2 hours less than a regular human rest.
Yeah, still pretty good for you. You're just very drowsy now. Tired. I think you might actually dream tonight. Oh,
I can't dream.
I don't know.
Because I don't actually sleep. I only go into a trance.
Sure. That's why I said might. I don't know. I have to check it. You are in the Feywild. But yeah, who's taking on first watch? Does anybody want to specifically go for it? Shren says she needs 2 more hours, so that's as much. Everybody else looks a bit tuckered out. Everybody else was kind of watching earlier.
I can take first watch.
I'll take over for you after I get a good 6 hours in.
I'll take second watch, and then he does last watch. Wait.
First watch?
Yep.
First watch.
First watch.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So make a perception check, and again, put yourselves where you would rest, just in case there's a mishap.
Well, I should stand right there.
I take the big tent.
Perception.
So this is a long rest, right? So
Shit.
whatever back.
Before this long rest goes on, I'm gonna go up to Donkz and say, I think you can use this better than I can, and I'm gonna take off the magazine belt and take the anti-tank rifle off my back and hand it to him.
Before that,
accept.
actually, you do get a +2 from your ranged. It still qualifies.
I know, but I can't use it without disadvantage until I add 2 points to my strength score.
To be fair, you'd be at disadvantage until you have 50 hours worth of use of it.
Yeah, but that's along with the 2 points of strength score that I would need to use it. Well,
yeah, so you'd have disadvantage regardless until both of those are met, is what I'm saying.
Look, but what's going to happen first? 50 points of, or 50 hours of training, or
50 points of strength,
or 3 levels of experience, in which I would then have to invest both points of the ability score boost into strength, which is my don't stat.
Hold on, what's your strength right now?
My strength is 12. Last session you said I need a +2 modifier.
12? What is that, +1?
Yeah, it's +1.
I have a
13.
I'll take the gun from you.
Is a +1. 14 is +2.
So I privately offered the gun to both of them.
Okay. I mean, you can always just work out. Get that strength up.
Get the game, bro.
But
give me ability score improvements for my character doing push-ups.
If you want, you could do acrobatic stuff all day long, all day during your breaks, all that stuff, and slowly but surely, the same way as you practicing with a weapon would just give you experience with it, and thus give you bonuses to stuff like that. I do allow that for things that you guys are
reaching.
reaching.
Be okay with my bow, and I'll hand off the anti-tank rifle to someone who doesn't particularly have a ranged option.
Sounds good for me. Yeah.
I will like. Then again, I am blind.
I'm not gonna. I'm kidding. You can have it.
Do not give the blind person a firearm. I'm not allowing this now at this point.
Great.
I think Branza knows better than to hand an explosive weapon to someone who cannot see where it lands.
Do you want the anti-tank rifle? I realized giving it to a blind person wouldn't be a good idea. Phillip, you want the anti-tank rifle?
Then I attempt to take off my mask immediately after they say I can't have it because I'm blind.
You could try to remove it. You've had it on for like a while. You tried before. Didn't you try the day before today?
Yeah, I do believe so.
You want to try taking it off now?
Yeah.
Finally be rid of this curse?
I call it more like a trade that rather than a curse. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Does anyone here have
Yes, it is.
anything that might give me advantage of such a thing?
It's only DC 20.
I could give you Bardic Inspiration.
That'll work.
It'll also help you with your perception check.
So, what is Bardic Inspiration?
Creature.
I had a 1d6, right?
Well, no, I think, hold on. Creature becomes a D8 at 5th level.
Alright, so it's
Very
a
nice.
d8 plus my wisdom. So I'm gonna... How long does the Bardic stay on for?
You can inspire others through a string of words. To do so, you use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet. The creature gains one Bardic Inspiration die once within the next 10 minutes, so you can only use it once. The creature can roll a die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. So the creature can wait until after it rolls the d20 before deciding to use the inspiration die, but must decide before the DM says whether or not the roll succeeds or fails. So you can do the wisdom save first, but you have to use the Bardic Inspiration before the DM says it fails or not.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Bardic. So I'm first gonna go with Bardic. That's 1d8.
Yes.
Oh, I rolled it wrong. No, I rolled it wrong. It's 1d.
1d? Oh, it's literally just one.
Alright, there we go. It didn't roll. It's a 4.
Man rolled a 1d1.
1d1. Man, I don't even think you can do that in real life.
You can.
One-dimensional
It's just choosing. It's just choosing. That's what 1d1s are.
4, and then I have a +1, so that's a +5. All I need to roll is a 15. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What?
21.
21.
Holy shit.
So
Some would say that's a blackjack.
putting your paws on this clay fixture over your face, you feel resistance. But through that magic that has inspired you with... And Phillip, how is this inspiration? How is it coming out?
Pull out my flute, my trusty flute, and I just play some soothing music to help calm some nerves.
Yeah, so Donkz, grabbing it, you're pulling a bit rough, and you're feeling that as you're doing that, you're feeling the tense retraction from this mask, as if it does not want to let go. But with the music playing, you loosen your grip just a bit. And doing so seems to shift the mask just slightly. And it pulls off.
So that's how fresh air smells like. Whew. I forgot what that feels like. My face is just incredibly sweaty.
It is.
Cat sweat for some reason, even though the only things that can sweat is humans. Oh. I have my face up and down, feel if I can even feel the mask on my face anymore. I can, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're unattuned to the mask without it on.
Can I hear the mask saying anything after he's taken it off?
Yeah, right before that, what do you do with the mask?
Right before I take it off?
Yeah, no, right after you take it off.
Like, well, right after or before?
No, right after you take it off.
He's saying before he tells me what I hear, what do you do?
So I take off the mask. I look upon Thalia, of which the name I have given to it. Thalia, for now, I do not require your services, but in times of dire need I shall. For you are a useful being, and you are deserving of much more important use. And I'd like to store it safely in my bag.
Sure, yeah, just in your bag?
Well, it could probably see some things. So I'll strap it on a place where it can see.
Like how?
Like, instead of eye holes.
No, it does not have eye holes.
Alright. I'd like to tie a little rope around, a little piece of rope around it, and then tie that to the back of my backpack.
So you want it hanging outside as if it's looking behind you?
Yep.
On your pack?
Yeah.
Got it.
So it could be able to see, and I don't want to leave it in a dark place for always.
No problem. Branza, you hear nothing but deafening silence coming from it. It feels as if it's inactive. In fact, so much so is that silence.
So, Donkz, I guess you can see again. Offer still stands for this rifle. Sorry, Phillip.
You taking it out of Phillip's hand?
I don't think I ever handed it to him. I think I was like moving to it as he like tried to take off the mask so he could
just try to add drama. Just try to add drama here. That's it.
Just drama.
Yeah.
A bit of drama.
Out of Phillip's hand. Phillip, I'm sorry. I'm taking that back. I promised it to Donkz first.
You can't even carry it. What's your strength score, Phillip?
Well, technically, I wasn't even holding it because I was playing my flute.
Oh yeah.
I know. I thought about that too. I was hoping nobody would realize, and you brought it up.
Oh yeah.
Truth be told, he actually played the barrel of the anti-tank rifle.
It's interesting. The
Why?
The muzzle.
Why does the barrel of this gun look like a flute?
The image of
He
that
switched it out.
in my head is really
That's funny.
Well, in a long time since I've seen color before, I would like to accept that anti-tank rifle now.
Yes, send them the stats.
Send me the stats.
Send it to him.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yep.
Heavy. 1d6 plus. I feel like it could do more to non-vehicle units. Okay. And explosive anti-tank rifle, also known as Kenny. 1d6 piercing damage.
Kenny?
Yeah, that's his name, right?
No, Kenny's my hammer.
Oh, Kenny's your hammer.
Where did
Yeah.
Kenny come from then?
I thought it was something else. Oh,
No, Kenny.
Yeah,
Kenny's
cool
my
weapons.
talking hammer.
I'm gonna call this Kelvin.
That's too close to my name. Can we not?
Kenny is my talking hammer, and I don't know if anyone's
Calvin?
gonna get the reference.
Oh, your name's Kevin.
Yeah, just a letter away.
Has
Alright.
anyone played High on Life?
No.
High in life.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get that now.
We got it. I thought you were gonna smack it over someone's head and it'll die like Kenny from South Park.
No, the joke is that the talking gun in High on Life is named Kenny. So I named
You
the
mean
talking
Morty from High on Life?
Dude, that guy's not a good guy. Look at the voice actor.
I know. You're
That
saying,
game is
and
also
how do I...
a little repetitive.
Alright, so 1d6 plus 3d6 to vehicle units. Alright, so put that in damage 2.
Put the fire damage and damage too. I don't know.
Do a separate one for vehicle damage.
Oh, just
If
put it
it's a
separate.
vehicle, yeah,
Just
that's what I do. It's just
Okay.
the easier way to get around with it.
Do I add my strength to this, or what do I add?
It's dex.
30 to the damage? So to the damage of the piercing or the damage of the fall? Or both.
You add dex to the damage and to your
Piercing?
to the attack. You just can't add your proficiency.
I can't add my proficiency.
You cannot. You're not proficient. Are you proficient
is
with
true.
firearms?
I'm proficient in all martial weapons and simple weapons.
You are a fighter.
Oh, so to the damage of my piercing, do I add my dexterity modifier?
Yes.
Alright. And all that, blah blah blah, range,
So yeah, I think what is it, level 2 that you could pick your style of combat? Is that
yeah, level 3 on fire.
for fighters?
So it
Yeah.
has to
So
be
if
level
you
8.
chose firearms, you'd be murdering things left and right with that nonsense. This is a campaign and run firearm builds, but I allow.
Good thing none of us have firearms except me.
I mean, that's a rarity that you have in your hand. Let's put it this way: this thing is custom made. There's some filigree at the tip of it where the muzzle is, right before the actual muzzle part is at on the base rifle itself. But there is no scope to it, yet you can tell that the iron sights allow for very good range regardless. And it's customizable to many degrees. You can see compartments where they've been sawed. There's what's that part called? The stock has been sawed off and refixed into it to be removed if it needs to be. You can already tell from your time as a gladiator. You've seen many weapons. You've even seen the firearms specifically because in Aeon, they take a matter of pride to melee combat. But in Aeon, there's a lot of dishonorable folk that go around in the middle of the street, pull out a firearm, and say, "Give me all of your stuff," or "Take whatever is in this firearm," and usually the other person pulls out a firearm as well, and it's a whole thing.
America.
Yes. You get that clear image pretty quick. At least. The simile is factual. But
Guns.
so with that, gladiators again. It's a heavy sport. You're famous as heck. Phillip recognized some of you having you removing your mask. He's like, "Yep, I recognize him now, 100%." Like, yep, that's and I do forget your
Brady right there.
what's your stage name? What's your champion name? Did you make one up yet?
The masked lion.
The what?
The masked lion. I do wear a mask in regular combat.
All right. So yeah, just
On
removing
regular
it, being stuck with it, dealing with it, and having removed it. It reminds Phillip of something that he saw in a sporting event. They don't have TVs, but they have places where people could congregate, where you can see events occur. The same way you'd have like a sports bar. That's what they have generally. The very rich, the very wealthy, they have those things all up and down their homes. But again, it just adds to the fact where if you wanted to, you yourself, and you've seen enough of it, and if anything, you find it. And I'm not sure what the word is. Apparent. It rubs you the wrong way to see these things do the harm it does to regular folk. But this thing itself is very powerful, and given the right situation, it could be useful. You could change it to shoot faster.
Good.
You could make it shoot and be stronger. You could put it on something else, and you're seeing this just by a glance. And if you wanted to, this could be your focus.
If I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Quick question: How heavy is George? That's the name for the gun.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I'm like, I'm not sure who George you're referring to, because there is a guy walking around called George here.
Who George is?
He's specifically the guy that I was telling you guys about quote unquote Gaiax's real name.
Quote unquote. We don't know that.
Quote unquote guy. He said it. He said like 3 different names to you guys, and then he landed on one, and he said, "Yep, it's definitely that one." And then that's that George fella. So you're gonna name this gun George, even though on the gun it says Jezebel.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's now my gun.
Yes.
For the time being.
Sure. So yeah, Jezebel or George, as the gun is now called.
Yep.
She's about 50 pounds.
50 pounds?
Yeah.
The total weight equipment plus 50. Good thing I have force. My carrying capacity is doubled.
Yeah, that's full load. That's both cartridges on them. So you actually it's actually a little less than 50 pounds, because that's including a full clip on both cartridges. But currently you have half a clip on one of the cartridges. But there is a spot where you can put that secondary cartridge just right next to the barrel. I say the barrel. I don't mean the barrel. I mean just by the stock. Just by the stock and by where the trigger is. I'm not.
So I put large ammunition here as 15, and each one is 1 pound, while George itself is 50 pounds. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Too many things in my brain.
You don't put the weight on the ammunition, because I count it as the ammo you have on the ammunition counts it. I'm not gonna.
Right. So 0.
do all that nonsense. But just keep track of the ammunition that you have, and then in my head, I'll just keep track of that. I'm just not going to give you guys that much to worry about in that degree. You already have to worry about a misfire rate. You hit under that number on the die, and it's gonna blow up. That's a lie. That's a lie. It just doesn't fire.
Under the number 5, right?
Yes. You roll under 5 on the die, and it just doesn't shoot.
I misunderstood that. I sent him the number 1, so change that. Like that.
He has the number 1. I don't know.
Okay. I just sent him the wrong information on that.
Okay, that's fine.
Misinformation.
So yeah, long rest, right? Perception checks. Now you don't have a mask.
Finally, I can finally. Oh no, this might be a disadvantage.
Why would it be a disadvantage?
Because some person could get into range, but I still couldn't see them with my own eyes. With tremor sense, I could detect.
Well, you already have disadvantage with the gun. Adding more disadvantage doesn't give you super disadvantage.
No, the perception check.
Oh. Wait, why is a perception check a disadvantage?
Did you ask for perception checks?
Yeah, I did.
Or watches?
Just for the night.
Yeah.
Let me get a D100 as well.
I rolled D100 or does Phillip roll?
Well, that's for you guys to decide who's going to roll the D100 to see if there's an encounter. And to see if a 12 is enough to see it.
Actually, the first...
It didn't roll?
The first roll was a 5 perception, which is also a nat 1.
Well, natural ones don't do anything.
Press that button at the same time, Phillip.
That 95 saved you guys, huh?
95 or 4? Which one you taking?
Which one you guys want me to take?
Only the 95.
Well, I don't know. Do you guys want something to happen? It's up to y'all.
We don't.
It could be beneficial. You don't know. It could be a dragon has fallen and it had his hoard in his hand, and it was in his final moments, and it's like, I bequeath to you all of my riches.
Bequeath?
I don't know. It's a bequeath.
95. Take the 95.
95? It is.
We're not dealing with that.
Alright, so yeah. So you guys have a nice long... Wait, hold on. Let me roll something. Yeah, you guys have a nice long rest. And... Yeah. The only thing is, around the end of your... Would this be your the start of your long rest, Branza?
Yeah, since Phillip took first watch, yeah, this would be.
So yeah. So you threw yourself in the bigger tent, and in there actually is the more comfortable spot. You can tell that there is some tattered clothing next to the bed, and is very similar to what Shren was wearing prior to what she's wearing now. She has on different clothing, but is bloodied and is dried. Yet the bed is large. And when I say bed, I obviously mean there is a sleeping bag on the floor there. That just happens to have a nice little soft bottom to it, a little extra comfort, and is just wider than all the other ones that you could find here. And as you lay on that, the only one with the pillow, you're really tired. and you get flashes of light during your rest for some reason. This is an experience you've never felt before, and it's crashes of thunder, and the lights is continuous, and you hear in the background. Um, Hold on, let me find out. What do you hear? Okay, you hear in an ethereal voice, somewhat in a whispered tone, or they're far away, you're not sure. But they say to you, hurry to Graenguana. They have no time. And it repeats 3 times. Each time it just sounds further away. And it doesn't repeat as it's the same exact word just coming out of her mouth. It's just they are just trying to ensure the message is sent through, unsure if you received it. But then you're kind of stunted awake, and once you're back up, it's only been 2 hours, and you may take the rest of your rest just fine. Do you do anything at this point? Shren, she's rising, probably a bit alerted, looking your way as you're panting a bit, and you seem to be sweating.
Is
But
she next to me?
no, she's not. She's by the fire. She was resting like by in front of the fire. Right where she is, right there on the map, where she was resting originally. She seemed to put herself in a position where she's like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna be in the corners. And in case there's a fight, there's an easier way out to beat up whatever's there." Kind of, you could tell that she's prepared for a fight, even if her long rest is interrupted.
I thought I just stole her sleeping bag.
I mean, you did, but she just went back down there. She didn't say anything. From the passive insight, you could tell that she probably was. This probably was set up for her. For the time being.
I think I'll just try and calm myself and try and slow my breathing and sit up into a kind of upright position and close my eyes and just try and passively go into my trance.
Sure. She's looking at you. Do you make eye contact with her at all?
I think I quickly look, wink, and turn back.
Okay, she nods. But then she looks away, and you could tell that she kind of just was ready to stand up from where she was, elevating herself just to sit up, but didn't get up until you gave her that nudge, that wink, and then she felt at ease and got up, and then she goes to tap Donkz to let you go to take a rest because her long rest finished. And you guys are free and clear unless Donkz wants to do or say anything or put the mask back on during the watch.
I'm sleeping. I'm ready for my turn of the watch.
Wait, so you're not first watch. You're Phillip was first watch.
Phillip was first watch, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, Shren goes to you, Phillip, and she takes over for you. So you may take your watch.
Okay, I walk over to a wall and fall asleep standing up.
Right. Right. So yeah, everybody gets a long rest.
Yay!
And once you guys are up, because everybody is awake by the time you guys are up. Literally everybody here is an elf. Let me verify. Yes, yes. Half yes, yes. And so Branza, you're up before everybody else. And Shren she comes back in, and by then George actually goes back out pretty quick, and so does the other guy's name who I don't remember. Yeah. Once they're doing their watches, you could tell everybody else, including now the other guy is definitely important. What's his name? It was Chester. He is packing stuff up. The wizard, the guy who had the magic coming out of him, he's packing stuff up. He seems to be leading and telling people what to do for the time being, as George just keeps an eye out. But yeah, they seem intent on leaving. They're not spending much time here. They're packing stuff up. They're bringing a lot of these tents down, packing them. But you can tell a lot of those tents are not being packed.
Why is that?
I'm not sure. You could ask if when you wake up, which should be around now.
Have I awoken yet?
No, yeah. This is while all this is happening. You guys are just woken up. They're just finishing packing up. They just started while Branza was awake. That's it. And once they finished up, they notice you guys are back up. They don't say much to you guys. They offer you food. Don't worry about rations. You're gonna be good for that.
I'm gonna just take a nice intake of breath. Just
There you go.
quite delicious, the air.
Very nice.
It tastes sweet.
Roll Constitution save.
Me?
Yeah.
Eight.
Roll a d4 for me.
Four.
Four.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Roll a d100, please, because you know what you're getting. I'm already sure.
Yeah, I think so. 27. What radiation effect do I get for trying to survive by breathing?
Sure, you have a telepathic connection with anybody you want in 20 feet.
Well, that's just great. That's just great. Wow.
That's fantastic.
You have to use an action to connect with anybody.
Still.
You have solved a major this has solved a major problem.
Does this spread the curse of Adasor?
But what?
Does this spread the curse of Adasor?
Does telepathy spread the curse?
No. I don't. I think you know that it doesn't.
This is so good.
Donkz.
This is far too good.
Yeah. I mean, you're breathing with the mushrooms here, man.
They're breathing with the mushrooms.
Anywhere else that you'd be fine. Like you're satisfied. But you know.
I don't even remember to let you know the next time I'm hit, because there's a radiation effect that you told me I would only figure out if I'm hit.
Let me check it. Yeah, I don't know why. It's in a different node I can't find right now. It's not there, not there, not there. It's fine. As I'm looking for it, what do you guys do? It's the morning. They're packing up. They're 10 minutes away from leaving. You guys can tell. Do you guys want to ask them anything?
You don't want to remove these tents?
No. Who do you ask?
George.
George, yeah, George's out here. Just keeping an eye out. He's the one not really working on them. Do you want to step out to talk to him instead of the people actually packing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And in a low tone, he does answer you the same way he spoke to you before. When he divulged some secrets to you, secrets he told you never to, and I'm not sure if I told you this original time, but he told you, he would say, to never tell anyone this. It's just the last bit of the parting gift, along with a bit this torn sash that he gave to you. But he warns anybody who knows the truth about this monster, this entity. If they know, if they're aware that someone knows their true name, it's dangerous for them. Although it could be utilized as well. So essentially what they're trying to inform you by that, without being so cryptic, excuse his elf mannerisms in that aspect, but you can tell that it's something they've told you a dozen times before in your youth. Knowing someone's name in the realm of the Fae, if you're a Fae, you can hold control over that person to a degree. If you're an Archfey, you can pretty much control them as if a puppet. And that in itself, those words are ambiguous, all to hell, but they can derive some sense of power over someone. And that has led to wars. It's led to disputes. It's led to factions breaking up. Simply because the one person they didn't want to know their name now does. Because of accident or circumstance. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just dangerous to know the proper name of. And he says that Gaiax, and he repeats the name as the quote unquote proper one. He does land on this when he says Jax. He's an Archfey. At least he was. Because they don't exist anymore.
George was an Archfey?
No. Gaiax.
Jax.
Jax, as he keeps saying, but that's the name that he said to keep on the low. So when he does look around, but he does say, yeah, that knowing that of Gaiax is dangerous for others.
How so?
They'll come after them. It's part of, from the stories I know, and at this point I'm sure everybody's around here because Donkz is now asking questions. Right?
Yes.
He would say, yeah, he would say it's it's more danger not because you know their name, but if they're aware you may know their name, or they fear that you know their name, they'll wish to convert you. They'll do anything to change or shift you. It's
Into becoming a puppet of theirs?
It's part of the reason we're losing. Half our society got sick. He planted something in the water. When the ones who didn't shred into pieces, he says that with sorrow in his eyes, they were converted, changed for the better. At least we thought at first. But then they started displaying signs that were less than appealing for one to have. I knew someone who lost the ability to walk a long time ago. They still had their legs, but they just weren't able to use them. As they were struck with this, miraculously they survived. But over time, they began exuding strength, muscle growth, and they started walking upright as if there was never anything wrong with them. They started joining the cult of Gaiax. That's what we call it. They call it whatever they call it. The Bronze Knights. What I don't. Something like that. Something bronze. Be wary of that. Copper. Do not show anyone copper. They get very worried about it. If you'll trade in copper, trade only in circles that you know. Is there, and he's seen as like everybody else is pretty much ready to leave. Is there anything else I could offer you guys? It's about time I should leave. I don't want to dawdle here in fear of any returning avian creatures.
Do you got any earmuffs or like an earplug? Because I got an ear on my hand. It's weird looking. I kind of want to plug it up for now. But other than that, no, I don't got anything.
Were you affected by the curse? Yes, we felt some of it here as well. You should be able to just rinse it off. Bathe yourself in any of the waters that are here. Any of the ones that flow upside down. Or right side up. I'm not sure which is true from where we are. Apparently, we're in the underworld, correct?
Well, I don't want to get rid of the hand. I just want to cover it up for now. Because it's like just because of how close it is. It's like being able to hear myself double. I don't want to get rid of the hand because it can be useful. Potentially. I have a few ideas going through my head. I just want to cover it up for now.
The hand?
I can at least clap.
Ah. You're an odd one. Yet I've never met a scaled one that isn't an odd one, to be fair. Yeah.
That sounds racist. How dare you?
you'll find that there are many oddities in many races. Elves are not without that as well. But
You may be right, but still offensive.
we all have quirks, my friend. But that one right there, he does kind of look at the ear. I suggest you get rid of as soon as possible. Accumulating too many of these afflictions could render you incapacitated. We only stood
I'm
here
not
to.
trying to get that many.
He says, we only stood here because there was the borders were set up here. We set up just some camps. We were just trying to avoid Graenguana.
Odd, because speaking of that place, that's where we are heading. As I'm sure you're knowing.
Then you're looking for trouble.
Do we need anything else? And I look at the others. Do we need anything else? Or can we just, like, get this train going?
Get the train going, yeah.
Train is going.
I think we're good to go. Shren, you coming along?
Shren, like, yeah.
Great. We'll be glad to have you.
Let's.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
No, I was gonna say something and then I forgot it immediately.
Okay, was Donkz gonna say that?
Yes.
Okay, so Donkz says let's. And Shren points her finger right at you, extended arm, 100%, and she says, "But you'll be quiet the next time we see other folk. No, whether we're in a combat or not."
Yeah. I put up a thumbs up instead.
Excellent. She cracks her knuckles.
Phillip turns around, looks at it. Yeah, what she said. And I also cracked my own knuckles.
They don't crack as much.
Roll
I want
performance.
to turn to him, and without saying anything, and without him knowing that I'm doing this, I just want him to hear my voice in his mind. Yeah, what they said.
It's
And
like
then
they say roll
immediately
performance.
disconnect the telepathic connection before he can respond.
My head is just what? Talia, is that you? Are you in my head now?
Yeah, you crack a couple of knuckles there. That's pretty good.
Good cracking knuckles.
Take that.
Make a con save.
+8 to performance.
You instead break your knuckles.
No, it's next to your ear though.
Next to my.
It's next
I
to
mean,
my ear.
Do I make a con save?
No,
No.
Phillip's making the con save.
God dang it. I'm too good.
A cracking knuckles?
Well, I have an ear next to my hand.
Oh.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's a bit loud.
It'll be loud, yeah.
That's just how good I am.
I just want to know if you're going to take 1 point of thunder damage or not.
Thunder damage from cracking knuckles.
Next to your ear at 23 performance? Yes. Oh.
I have an ear in my hand that I literally just used to crack my own knuckles. Probably gonna hurt.
Yeah. So where to? Graenguana? Are we gonna escort them out of this underworld? Are we gonna search for this creature that you guys let escape? Or more, it flew just out of your purview?
Well, I am currently interested in Graenguana. due to the fact that that robot individual told me there was a pipe of sewers down there. So I vote I vote. I'm having a stroke right now. I vote
Graenguana.
Graenguana.
Yeah, Graenguana.
I've already had reasons to go to Graenguana. Now I've heard voices in what is my first ever dream to go there. So yeah, I want to go to
Do you tell
Graenguana.
anyone of the dream?
I'll keep it to myself for now.
Okay. So yeah, that little red thing, little triangle, the red one, that's you guys. You guys should be able to move that wherever you want. Should be the key word there. I did just move it myself. But yeah.
So we only got 60 more kilometers, or 120 kilometers, depending on how the BMX. You got 60 or 120?
Well, yeah, no. Here's the question: is like, are you going straight to it? You have. It seems there's a road to Graenguana, but it comes around from the side. There's another road that seems to, let's say, how do you consider that? Yeah, that's it goes directly to the west of Graenguana, passing the front entrance of the southern side, which is the side that you guys are gonna reach first. Can't reach the north side because you're not there. And let me see anything else on your map that you have there. But you guys would have the tower exit behind you. Have the tower of, I can't even read what that says. So far away from me for some reason. Yes, show me your secrets, please. Show me a little better. Bireno. There you go. The towers of Bireno, and a town written down where there isn't a town there. It just says Contomiro, and it has some drawings of a town. That town is not actually there. It is like drawings on the map of a town where you could tell this map was made before this town even existed, for all you know. And all this is just drawn in. Contomiro, next to the towers of Bireno. Yeah, if you guys want to go south, you guys could do that. It's a long ways. You guys are really close to Graenguana. Graenguana's up there. You can probably even see where the mountain and the palisades of the entire thing is. Entire thing. Wow. The bulwark. So yeah, Graenguana, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. May I have a marching order?
Who wants to be in the front?
I'll pull up the rear.
Yeah, let's have Donkz be the one in front. Donkz in the front, I'll be behind Donkz. I forget the name of the other Core Horns member that's traveling with us.
Shren?
Oh, zero? Shren?
Yes,
Shren?
Where you guys want her? She's ready to punch? She stole one of those pieces of woods that were hanging around. She's using that as a weapon for now. She doesn't have a better one. And yeah, she's wearing clothing that is like way too tight for her, but you know, she's making it work, I guess. Yeah. She seems to struggle a little bit with the pants, but she pulls on it every once in a while. She has a wedgie, but it's all right. She moves on. Where do you guys want her?
Let's have her behind me, and then Branza at the back.
That works for me.
How about the Ren? Was it? Yeah, Ren goes behind me, and then you go behind Ren. We're both like tank melee, right?
She is
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Y'all are both melee, and then we're both spellcasters, with me having a little more options aside from spellcaster.
Yeah, I feel like that's a better way to place it. Is that right?
So flip Shren and Phillip. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am spellcaster, but I'm more of help. I'm more of the distraction spellcaster.
Utility.
Yes. I consist of nothing but being able to make people laugh, hold them in place, force them to tell the truth. I can make someone go invisible 3 times.
Right. So what's the pace that we're moving on? Are we gonna try to knock out the trip? Knock out 2 hexagons in one day? That'll be moving the fast pace. You won't see things hiding in front of you. You won't see things coming behind you. You'll have disadvantage on them. But you'll arrive to your destination sooner.
I'd say we gun it.
Run and gun. That's how I like it.
Sure.
Oh God.
2 D100s, please. 2 hexagons.
Please, like, God, roll high.
Who's gonna do one? Who's gonna do the other? Call them.
I don't got good luck.
We'll do one.
Who's one?
Phillip, you're getting good luck. You got a 23 and a 16 earlier. You're doing good. Hey!
Donkz, you want to take the second one?
Just in case, I'm gonna pull up my dragon jokes.
Amen.
I forgot about that.
How could you forget about those?
It's been a week.
It's like I retroactively cursed that one thing we were fighting, all by telling some really bad dragon jokes because it couldn't like not roll above like a 4.
Didn't even.
Wow, this is gonna be interesting.
No.
So that was burnt
Gonna be
already.
7 fiery dragon jokes.
This was burnt already, so
Contemplating
burnt.
burning a pass without trace.
What else is burnt? You guys haven't burnt anything else. You guys burned that, but that's somewhere else, I think. That's in that one. Alright, great. Right. I'll move on. My friends, could I please have yeah, let me get McClean, you could roll this one. Just a D20, please. This way we're all at fault for what's about to happen.
You motherfucker. Shit.
No freaking way. This is interesting.
Yeah, both.
Alright, so who's about to die?
Probably
Okay,
one
great.
of
I'll
Okay.
take the blame for the TPK.
All right. Huh. Okay. Alright. So, you guys witness a couple things pretty quickly. When you're reaching up to Graenguana, you're noticing that on the ground, specifically, there are hundreds of thousands of marked footsteps or boot impressions scattered all through and across the field in front of Graenguana. The most eerie part of this is that there is no soldier activity at all, and it is quiet, at least around here. But can I get perception checks from everybody?
My perception.
19.
Excellent.
22.
Excellent.
Amazing rules.
Where the hell is my perception? Perception. Jesus.
So it becomes clear to you guys pretty quickly, to be honest with you, with the absence of noise, this thin air that lingers here. And again, the bubbles are always floating around here. They're either flowing around in a wavy wind manner, or they're stagnant and still and all over, encompassing everything. Currently, they're flowing and are zooming away. They don't seem to linger around so much. So they're not intoxicating or any of the sort. So taking a deep breath wouldn't affect you, kind of deal, Branza. But what you notice is the crackling of thunder or the splash of water. There's a break of the ground shattering. There's a battle occurring. From where
What?
you guys look, you focus the route you're taking. It's straight in Graenguana. There is a battle happening currently in Graenguana. You guys... Okay. You guys notice this. Before I take you there, I want to know. Do you go straight? Do you rush to Graenguana? Do you guys cautiously go around to carefully get to it, to not be bombarded with whatever this might be? Do you take your time and move fast?
How high are the walls?
The walls of Graenguana, from what you can tell, are easily 80 feet.
Shit.
Hold on. I want to read something.
You want to read something? You're reading.
I am reading something.
It's the Book of Death.
Oh well, god dang it. No, I was gonna see if I could turn into a shadow and climb the walls, but I can only climb up 50 feet.
No, you get a movement of 50 feet.
Oh yeah. Well, it says you can even climb walls.
Yes. So you get a movement of 50 feet. So that means if you dashed, you could clear 100.
But the walls are 80 feet high.
If you dash in your shadow, you could make it to the top.
Oh yeah. Well. I'm going to turn to my fellow companions, look at them, after first pulling out my dagger. I'm gonna point at this fight, look at all of them, and be like, "What the fuck do we do?"
Can you describe the battle? I ask.
You see it now being pointed out. Well, no, you guys don't see much of the battle. You just hear it.
That sounds bad.
Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
It's coming from Graenguana.
Yo, tremor sense would be so useful right now.
Put it on. Put it on.
Okay.
Don't put it on. You have a gun.
Oh, don't put it on. Don't put it on.
Put it on.
Oh,
Actually, yeah. Put it on.
Put it on.
With the gun.
And this is how problems start.
Now these are problems are
As long
solved.
as we stay
Oh,
behind
Lord.
him, he can't possibly hit us.
I think there's someone behind us. I think I got him.
You don't know how the misfire rate on weapons work, do you?
Oop, it seems like my gun. I accidentally blocked the gun because when I didn't see there was a wall in front of me, and it did a Looney Tunes, and it shot out backwards instead.
I wonder what happens if you have a misfire with that weapon twice in a
People die,
row
that's for sure.
with explosive rounds on you.
People die. You don't need more.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah. We need to figure out what's happening on the other side of that wall.
I think the best option is to just get as close as we can without going full on in there. Observe the area. Make sure to just observe the area. Stay in the shadows a tiny bit.
Are the gates open?
I am
So-
pretty fast.
So this is before you guys arrive. My question, as you guys just see the sights, like just catch a glimpse of the Palisades, are coming into view into it, and barely see the portcullis. You, in fact, don't see it yet. You can see where it could be, but you can only assume. And while there's a lot of flashing, a lot of yellow flying up and around that you can spot, you don't see much of a battle. You are too far from this.
Do the gates look open?
I can answer that once you guys tell me fast or slow. You can't tell what the gates look like right now.
But we can hear the battle.
You can hear popping, you hear crashing, you hear cracking, and it's consistent. It's off and on. It goes. And it just
Gang.
it's seconds apart always. Make insight checks.
Oh, okay. I was about to say fuck it and run.
21.
They're holding something back.
10.
Oh, so there's something in there that's being locked in there that they're holding back.
No. Something's trying to reach them, and they're holding back. Whatever is going to them has not reached the gate. That's what you guys can tell from your insights and your perception.
Even me?
Everybody can tell. Once you guys have figured it out, you're like, oh, I think they're... Once you guys start focusing on points, everybody else could kind of derive from that.
Do we just run? Do we just run to the walls?
I say, fuck it. We run, and I start running.
Shit.
Running towards Graenguana?
Yes.
There's a tank there. I don't think we can fight a tank.
Yeah, come on, Shren.
We can punch the tank. Together.
I'm gonna charge after.
We have the anti-tank rifle.
We is a strong word.
I have.
You have an anti-tank rifle. We
Have magic.
I
Yeah.
am fighting with the bow.
I'm fighting with a dagger.
You're fighting with a flute.
I can't even fight with my flute. It doesn't do anything. The
I'm-
most damage I can do with my flute is with vicious mockery.
I am fighting with a bow and the power of the land we are in.
I can do more damage if I went into my shadow form, left my shadow form, and then did an unarmed strike against someone than I can do with any of my spells.
So, you guys see all of this, obviously. But specifically, you guys see this unit here. This thing here.
Are those demons?
A
Those are
gunship?
goblins.
Yeah, no, it's like it looks like a like a mountable.
Turret?
Yeah, like a mountable turret. Yeah, like with extra parts. Yeah,
Like artillery?
yeah.
Artillery.
It just looks like they. It looks like a bipedal mech of some sort.
Is it BPAT?
Yeah, I mean that's close enough. This is just a literal tank. These two, those, as you see them there, they're slowly floating up over these vehicles. So they're actually zooming down to the actual gate, and they're gonna arrive there just as you guys are going to arrive. So you guys see them a little further back, and they're coming down, but you can tell there people are there. They're gonna arrive there in a second with you guys,
Now, question,
which is
where are we?
which is why the original guy that I mentioned here, you guys are coming from that east end, but you guys are about 100 feet away, having been now there's a bit of a mountain that kind of blocks this passage with the other conversion passage, that if you took the regular trail, you would have been met with some of these goblins, these goblinoids that seem sickened and rabid and furiously rushing forward continuously. They are not as close as they are there in the thing. They are more further to the very line at the end. I don't have the means to make it so it's exactly perfect. But you guys may decide what to do, as they seem to continuously pelt you. But you can tell that although there are efforts being made, their range is ineffective, and the mass is coming. But worst of all, and again with your perceptions, you guys can tell there are other larger creatures within the group coming, part of it, just walking alongside with the rest of them swarming up to the thing. What do you guys do? It seems that there's about 2 rounds before they reach the state of where they are currently at this point. And that's just an idea of how many there are. That's not exactly how many there are. If you guys wanted, it would take an action to investigate, to literally count out and kind of summarize how many could possibly arrive by the time you guys get there. Or you could just rush over to lend aid. Or maybe the goblins are in the right and you want to start destroying ships.
There's no world in which the goblins are in the way.
Yeah, you guys can tell these goblins are definitely affected by the curse.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you guys have been dealing with
We
enough.
could hijack
Yeah.
we could hijack the tank and then get in there.
Do you know how to use land vehicles?
No. But do I actually know? I might. No, I don't.
There you go. You could try.
We could try.
So what's the move? As you guys are rushing up, just going up to the towers, you're seeing a clear image of, I want to say 1,000. But that's just because it looks like they're all blended in. But again, an action could be taken to verify that number. But just off the cuff, it does look like there's an unlimited amount of them coming just from somewhere, from an area that doesn't seem to be in view.
Phillip runs up after he stops and takes a breath, looks up, surveys everything that is currently happening. Looks around. Are any of... Can I tell if any of these vehicles just don't have anyone in them, if they're just unmanned?
No, they seem to be mobile, every single one of them. The tank is constantly oscillating, shooting a different spot every time. And then the this mobile tank that moves around a little faster. It does seem to just have some kind of spray and forget kind of maneuver. It's just shooting in the air and hoping it does stuff almost without not. But since there's so many of these goblinoids around, it actually is making an impact.
Maybe we should hijack the tank.
And turn around to the others. What the hell do we do? That's a lot of goblins. I was not equipped to deal with that.
We're 100 feet away?
Yep. You're 100 feet away from the gate. Having hugged the corner to the wall, you're about 300 feet away from one of these guys.
About 300 feet away from who?
One of those little guys, the goblinoids. So if you want to just turn...
And which side of the wall are we on?
You're closest to this guy right here. The closest ones of the goblinoids, they're literally at the edge, over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't see which one you said.
They're not even on the map, is what I'm trying to get to. They're all the way at the south, not even at the map. I'm counting them at about 100 feet, and then at that, they are just arriving. So it seems that the range of these vehicles isn't very good. At 100 feet, it seems to still have trouble. And they're just barely just keeping them away. But you can tell that most of the grouping of these goblinoids, it is more towards the center. And a lot of a spread group just keeps coming out from the front. Just trying. It seems in the tactic of hordes, it makes sense. If you care nothing of the lives of them, sure, this is a valid option for attack.
And we're 2 turns away from them getting to the gate.
To the gate, yes. It seems if they push everything they can, unless there's something blocking them, i.e., those things that they seem to be blockades, but some of them seem to be able to rush faster than others.
Can I take a full dash action to get like 30 feet from the gate?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, what's your movement? 25? 35?
My movement's 35, so 30. A dash action would be 70 feet.
There you go, boom. And you're there.
Put me 30 feet from the gate.
Yeah. Put yourself where you want. And at the borders is literally mountains. At the borders, up over here. So it's literally mountains right there. Literally mountains right here.
I'd also like to follow him with also taking the dash action.
Okay.
Are you as fast as me? Do you have 35 feet?
I have 30. So I'd be slightly behind you.
Donkz, are you following us?
Yes, I am. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's the word though? Do you guys say something?
Hell no.
Oh, like before you guys get there, like specifically for Shren is what I'm asking.
Oh, can I just say get inside the gate?
And she says,
"There, I have a plan."
And she says, "Right." She goes. She uses the key point to rush forward. I don't know where Shren is. I lost my Shren.
Probably dance.
I say that to everyone, by the way. I want everyone to get inside the gate because I have a plan to slow down / stop these goblins.
Things get bad. Maybe.
So Shren, so like I said, you guys would be more on the level around here. Like your first person, is gonna be like around there.
Or so, more here.
Yeah.
So can you make me a bit smaller? I'm currently a ginormous creature.
You're ginormous now?
I'm Gigantosaurus.
I have an idea for if we get in the gate and your plan doesn't work. I don't know if it's going to work, but it involves blowing up part of the top of the gate to hopefully cause enough debris to crumble down and make somewhat of a barrier.
I think my plan will do something good.
Yeah, mine is just a just in case shit hits the fan plan.
Alright, so yeah, look, 30 feet right here.
Mine is teaching the DM not to give me a funnel plan.
30 feet right here. Boom, is where Branza would be. So everyone's behind Shren right now.
I put myself where I would be, because that was 30 feet, I thought.
No, so you'd be 30 feet from, like, the gate, and I consider the gate literally the first person there, which is that stupid mech. And 30 feet from that mech would be where you are. So that's where Shren is right now. So if you want, you're right there from Shren, unless you wanted to go avoid it, and then you just be higher up behind it or just further back, but anywhere on that
Wait,
line.
so Shren is 30 feet from the gate.
Shred is 30 feet from the gate. Those things are not gates.
How-
Those things.
I'm a little bit confused on where the gate is.
The gate is the front gate, literally in between the towers.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And Shren is 30. That's where Shren is. 30. Shren looks 85 feet.
I consider the gate like not the gate proper, but the gate as the first person there, as the person is gonna gate you.
Okay.
He's gonna stop you if he could, but they seem distracted. Despite that, that's her movement isn't 35, or it is. No, it's 30. Well, no, it is 35 because of that. So she's with you, and then she uses a key point to get another, but then that's it. That's all she could do. So let's do that. She's gonna just ignore. Yeah, she's going behind it. That's it.
What is there a wall here where we're at, or is that not a wall?
This seems to be some sort of protrusion on the ground to try to make it harder for things to cross. It is difficult terrain if you wanted to walk over these little these things, these white things on the ground there in front of the vehicles. That's what you guys are talking about, right? This stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that is part of the ground. It seems to just be barricades.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can the goblins like come around to the side we're on, or are they seeming?
Yeah. There's gaps around. You can tell there's gaps around. So if you don't, you could just walk around it, but then you have to walk around it.
The barricades right here, the Star Fortress. These are the actual walls.
Those are walls, 80 feet high. The portcullis is there. It is closed currently. But with your perceptions, you guys would be able to tell that there's a door as well.
The door is here where I'm...
The door will be on the left side of the portcullis itself, so it is the furthest away, yes. It is over here.
Right here?
No, just right at the edge of the portcullis, right there. The portcullis will be at the split, just very edge of that door, right there.
Here?
Yep, that 85 feet away. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, that's one round. What do you guys do with your next round before all these things show up? Transi's gonna do what she was told. She's gonna go up there eventually. Boop. Does anybody want to get in front of the vehicle that currently is there's a bit of a sputtering and just a constant cracking coming out of it, as it seems to have a recoil from this metal box with a pipe coming out of it. Not too dissimilar from what Jezebel, or I believe it was George that has now been renamed to, has.
George, yeah.
Yes.
My anti-tank rifle is now called George.
Well, let's measure it there.
Say, what's the radius of my sniper? Of my anti-tank rifle?
I sent you the range.
The range, and it explodes, does it? Or does it just explode within the thing?
It was a 10-foot radius. 10-foot radius. Okay. Was that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. I would like to move to where I am currently, to where I have moved myself to.
Okay.
And cast Spike Growth.
Sure. Where do you want to cast it?
I want to take a twig growing from a patch of moss on my shoulder and chuck it. Like here.
Yeah. Let me get something that is spike growth sized for you. I didn't prepare it because I didn't think you would pull it out on me again. But why would I dare think things like that?
Buddy, you gave me a funnel and I have a way to debilitate movement. I'm gonna use it.
And I didn't prepare anything for it. Where's this thing? Where did we use it last? It was in this one.
To be
Very
clear,
nice.
Spike growth has a 20-foot radius, so
Okay.
40 feet
Copy.
square. 40-foot square.
Oh yeah, it was the like giant ring of fire.
Yeah, that's what we used last time.
It's not gonna look the
Well,
same, but
I know what I'm gonna do. Jesus.
So it should cover that gap. I want it to be.
it's perfect.
I want it to be like in front of that gap, and some of the goblins are already in it.
So you want like this. Okay. So
Exactly.
so they're not there yet. If you want them to be in it, you'd have to put it the next level forward.
The next turn.
In the next turn, they'll either walk up to it or go around.
I'm gonna. Can I hold my action then?
You may. You want to wait till you see the most amount of them, just pop it right on top of them.
You read my mind.
Sounds good.
I know
Would you
I-
like to climb this unit to get better sight of that?
No.
Okay.
But since I'm holding the action for the next turn, can I establish a telepathic link with the driver, with the person in the unit?
You have to see them, and they have to be within 20 feet.
I'm within 20 feet. Can I see them?
You cannot.
Shit, never mind.
Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to use my action to become one with the shadows and use my gauntlet thing.
Sure.
So you all see me sink into my own shadow, and I now use that to move 50 feet right there. Hell, enter. Space. How does one do the thing where you just make your character just automatically move there?
Hold Q for it then.
Hold Q while you move it.
Yeah.
Not the ruler.
Oh, okay.
You hold your character, then while you're holding them, hold Q, then you can move. That's what I use, and that's the only thing I know how to do. I see you guys mess around with a whole lot of other stuff, and I'm like, I can't do that, but that looks nice. So yeah,
Wow.
grab him.
That's a little much. Okay. Man, that is very hard to use.
Yeah. It's
I just want to go 50. That's not where I want to go.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna move it.
you could just always just put it. Yeah, there. I believe there's a better way to do, like the one that is just. But
Yes.
well, yeah, I mean you do have if you use an action to dash, you have 100 feet.
Can I do that? Can I activate? Because I use an action to.
It's a free action to activate.
Oh. Well then, yeah, I'm gonna dash, so I have 100 feet.
Oh no, my bad. It is an action.
Oh.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep. I see it.
Alright.
I see it. Yep. Sorry. So yeah, you have 50 feet.
Right there.
You sure you want to use it now? You don't want to use it
Yeah.
past the closed portcullis.
Well, I am gonna use it now, and I'm gonna phase on in through my shadow over there.
On the next round.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
You all just see this shadow, my shadow self just like zip across the ground.
Donkz, where you go?
Cooldown?
Since this is funneled off, right? Is there an entrance here in this area right here where I'm pointing at?
So those are pits and spikes on the ground, meant to just impede movement. They're not going to actually damage anybody. And if they wanted to, they could just. But you're talking about straight ahead. You could just go straight.
No, I'm saying what's where the exceptional parts that isn't affected by the ground.
The parts that don't have this white stuff. So the
Yes.
only those specific spots are exactly where difficult terrain is.
And where else is not difficult terrain? So these guys have an easier time getting here.
Yeah, they could just go around. Oh my gosh, that is so distracting. I don't know why it doesn't come up on this side though. It's weird.
But these guys will
they'll be able to just go around easily if they go around.
They can get right around here. That's not allowed.
But you can tell that the tanks are there specifically to take out things, and hopefully the things that take longer take long enough for whoever to help them out. You can tell that the as you guys are moving, these hovercrafts do seem to be flying down, just. And the entire time you're hearing popping. And there's fire coming from left and right. There's not so much return fire from the goblins.
Hey, I mapped it out. I'm 20 feet away from that guy in the hovercraft, the first guy. Can I see him?
No, they're not there yet. They're going to arrive at the end of this. That'll be their position at the end of this. Once your 2 rounds are done.
Alright. So I just move right around.
Yeah.
Here. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Here.
Do action?
No, I take no action. I have 40 feet of movement.
So double dash? Dash?
No, I have 40 feet of movement. I just stay here.
So you're just gonna move then, okay? Are you gonna do anything with the action then?
I'm going to. Would picking up someone be an action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll reduce my speed to 20, which would not benefit anyone. Or would it? Nah. I'm gonna take my action to use the rifle on this patch of on this goblin right here. So it'll be 10 feet for that. So these guys.
Sure, shoot at disadvantage.
Shoot disadvantage, of course.
Yes.
What's advantage attack? Right. 6. Does a 6 hit?
You don't know. You think it hit. You saw an explosion. Well, yeah. What did it roll on the die?
It rolled a 4.
Yeah, no, nothing happened. It said. Her movement is not 25. It is 35 because she's 30. She has an extra 5. So that's 70. Oh my gosh, she could make it. Holy crap. Wait, how can she make it that far? Well, she can make it that big.
Step of the wind, dash, keep, and movement.
Well, yeah, I just did a dash though. because she has 35 feet.
Or date.
But yeah, she gets there. And she's waiting. She's looking around. She says, "Oi! Anyone there?"
She says that?
Oh no, she doesn't, because you guys told her not to say shit, right?
Yeah.
I think she told us not to say shit.
Alright, I guess I'll
She's
make
the
an
one who said it.
intelligence. Okay, now hold on. That got stopped. Okay. Alright, no, she doesn't say anything. She would make noise though. Those are her point. She's gonna start banging on the thing with her stick. Boom, 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 boom. Try to make noise. Try to alert them.
So it's not open?
No, and she's like in front of the door. She's in front of the portcullis that's closed, and she's looking at the door. She's not gonna use a key point right there. But yeah. These things finally do arrive at the end of the map, so they're not even there where you see them. But let me ask, what do you guys do this next round as the hovercraft do arrive at this situation, at this position? The tank rotates again and lets off another huge blast. You guys go up to the... Yeah.
First, I come out of my shadow form so I don't pass out.
Did you want to do it inside of the portcullis? Because you could move.
Oh, I can. Oh, I misread that then. I thought on my next turn, if I don't immediately use it, get out.
No, you just have to take an action to get out.
Next turn. At the end of your next turn, okay. Oh. Question. So the door, does it have that tiny little slit at the bottom?
They are all completely see-through. You can see through every one of these doors, yes.
So, since I'm a shadow, and I'm a flat two-dimensional object, can I go under that little slit of the door?
Well, don't sell yourself short. Because I believe you're still three-dimensional, but as you do pass through the slit, and it's more bars than anything, yeah, you're through it. Which one do you want to go through, the portcullis or the doors themselves into the tower?
I was thinking the doors that she was banging on so I can open them up.
Well, she's banging on the gate, but she's looking through the door. She's trying to catch attention from there, but she's trying to be obvious.
Yeah, I want to go under that so that way I can open it up from that side.
Which side? The portcullis or the iron gates?
Ooh, I dropped my marble.
Big door or tiny side door?
Big door.
Okay.
Big boy.
So you go to the other side, and you see in that side that there is just a little further down, to be frank, because it's like 15 feet away from the portcullis itself, but you can reach it easily. Is a lever that you could just smack up, and it'll raise the portcullis.
Well, yeah, I smacked the lever.
Okay, the portcullis starts rising. Seems mechanical, slowly doing so. The lever seems to, once it does latch onto the other side, it does seem to be prone in that position until it makes a complete round. You can kind of tell that it had a shift when you did it. But yeah, it's opening up, and Shren, she kind of throws herself to the ground and goes in. in in this round. So yeah.
Well, before I get out of my shadow form.
So before you do all this.
No, before that round is over, I get out of my shadow form. Because if I don't do that, then I take how much do I take? I take 2d12 psychic damage if I don't exit my shadow form at the end of my next turn.
Oh, I thought you just flat out died.
No. You are stunned out and take 2d12 psychic damage.
Your next main attack
die.
makes some extra damage for next minute.
Alright. So I'm out of my shadow form.
Yep, good.
I'm out of my shadow form and I do 1d6 void damage.
The void.
Void.
And I look at the others and say, hurry the fuck up so I can close this gate.
Alright, baby.
So yeah.
You fucker, you
You
said
say-
shit.
None of this mother. I point at Phillip. This. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna think it.
So Phillip says something, huh?
So Phillip,
Is there
guess what?
anyone near me?
I mean, there's these guys.
Well, Phillip, what does Phillip say exactly?
I said, hurry the fuck up so I can close this gate.
How do you say it?
I yell it at Donkz.
You probably have like a cone positioning with your hand.
Yeah.
You sure you want to? You already hurt your ear doing something like this.
Oh, yeah.
You're so bad at it.
Oh yeah. Do one hand con.
This could have given you just enough time to rethink saying something.
God damn it.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna realize after I begin to try and say something and screaming through my coned mouth, I realize that I'm saying something as I yell into my own hand ear. So I then just use that hand ear to cover my own face so I can stop talking.
Okay, great.
I almost killed this entire town.
I was ready to roll that D100. I was like, I don't know who is around, how many, what, where, why, but let's figure it out. Okay. Now that we avoided that, we have a ton of things reaching up. You guys have a held action. Branza has a held action. Donkz just shot. Okay. Or tried to, and nothing, absolutely nothing happened. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna fix this combat to the way I want it to be. Because it's not, for some reason. Not very nice. Things not working for me all the time.
He's micro.
Yeah. I just wanted you guys to see what you're dealing with. This is the problem. Is not letting me show you guys. I don't know why. Save. Is it gonna do it now? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But yes. Let us roll initiative. Because it might just get real. See, look, is saying that it doesn't see it when it should say see. That one says you can see. What about this one? Oh, my eye hurts. Oh my gosh, I've been staring at screens for too long today. What the hell?
Got 20. Yo.
The hell?
Oh, man.
Who goes first?
I think I go first because I have a higher mod.
But I got a natural 20.
Oh my gosh, I have too
I
many
got a
initiative
16.
trackers here. Phillip.
But I got a natural
Donkz.
16,
Where's Branza?
but got a total of 21.
Branza. So is that 21? 21. What happened, Manny?
Nothing. I got a 10.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on,
How's
man.
Shrine gonna go?
Oh, let me roll it.
Oh yeah, did you know you can actually have a counter right here on the screen for everyone to see?
I know. I know.
No, he doesn't want to do that so that he can hide enemies from us.
Ah, I see. Because he's
You're not 100% right, but you are not completely wrong.
wrong.
Dude, I'm just trying to give you an out. Take it.
I mean, you're not
Take it.
right, but you're not wrong.
You want the stuffer.
No, it's just I'm just running so many things on the computer. Just finding another thing on the computer is like takes too much effort. I'm not gonna lie, and dealing with initiative trackers where I'm not just like, okay, quick, move off. It's annoying to me. I'm gonna roll all these other people, like McClean just said, off the roll 20. And that one is not good. Wow.
Not good as in they rolled terribly, or not good as in we're fucked?
You don't know.
Well,
So this one's here. Very nice. Give me the number. Oh my gosh, I need to get a new marker already. I just bought a whole shit ton. This is crazy. I think I just deleted the same number and I just wrote it down as well, so it's weird. Oh, and this one's that. So again, I think it's the same deal as last game. I think both the bad guys is going the same initiative, so that's all irrelevant.
No.
All irrelevant. I split minions and the lieutenants. And if there's bosses, they also get split as well. They get another split. But yeah, Branza, you do get to go first. And again, if you're holding an action for that exact position where there would be the most of them, it still wouldn't be in that spot where you are. They're still pretty far from that spot. I would even say that Branza's aware of that knowledge and wouldn't have prepared the spell, because if you do hold an action, you're gonna use the spell. You get me?
yeah, I'm gonna continue holding that action until they get close.
Sure. On this one, you are gonna use the spell for sure, because there's no more DM favor at that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's cool.
I need to really write down the number for this. It's gonna really piss me off if I can't see it clearly. 1. Just write a 1. I won't write it down.
1.
Okay, whatever. It's irrelevant. They'll just all go at the same time. It doesn't matter. No, they're not, because they're split because of you. Okay, got it. I hope I don't forget. Anyways, as you guys also, so you're just gonna do that? That's all you're gonna do? You're not gonna move though, Branza?
I'll move like 10 feet. I'll move like 10 feet closer to the wall.
Sure. At this point, you are 20 feet away from the driver.
Yeah, but if I'm holding an action, I can't use an action to establish a telepathic link.
Okay,
Wait.
no problem. Phillip.
Well, I am going to look
going to look at Donkz, since I realize that I can't say anything, and I realize that, but I still want to get my point across. I use. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I can use it. I point a finger towards him, and I whisper a message using the cantrip message, and I just tell him to hurry the fuck up.
Okay.
And other than that, I'm just gonna put my dagger away and then pull out my crossbow, just in case.
Alright.
But other than that,
You don't want to take a shot?
well,
Oh no, 90 range right on that.
it's also gonna be, I'm just gonna be taking a shot into a, like, if I take a shot, I'm gonna hit something, but it's not really gonna matter considering there's a lot.
There is a lot.
I'm just readying myself in case something gets a little too close for my own comfort.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, I end my turn.
Bear with me. There we go. Sure. You guys see, just coming out from closer, now as they continue walking, just to the larger one of the beings seems to be of the size a giant might be. They seem to be completely armored, unlike all of these other creatures who are very lightly armored, so if they're armored. But you can tell that there are very few and far between them that have that armor, yet the larger ones, and including even another one that seems to just be just a little past medium, just maybe large category themselves, and another one is the other size, which has escaped my mind, but I'm on cheat sheet right now. Huge category. They do kind of come into sight, and if my thing allows me to do it, I'll pop them up right now. Da-da-da. And they're just coming into sight now a little bit, as you guys are dealing with this. Pop. Yeah, that's the end of their turn. Shren doesn't do anything besides go and look around, see if she sees anything. She doesn't see anything but panicking people in the edge of the town. There's some soldiers that seem to be rushing towards them. So she'll say, no, she's not gonna say anything. She'll tap she'll tap Phillip and then point to the north, where there's some soldiers coming, but they seem to be even further than these guys. So yeah.
We're all in this together.
Yep. At that is Donkz.
It's my turn now.
Yep.
Run.
Only
Can I move
that.
like that?
Go where? Uh-huh.
Can I move here?
You gonna move there? Yeah, you can make that easily.
That ends my turn.
Does it?
I have nothing else that I could do.
Okay.
Or could you? Oh, those are big. Those are. Can I make an insight perception what to know what these things are. They look big, but I don't think I know what those are.
Which things?
The big ones, the enemy big ones.
Yeah, they look like armored folk. Yeah. It'll be an action to make a perception
I get to use my
check.
action. What's going on with my thing?
Yeah.
I'm going. Something is going haywire with my roll 20.
It's fine.
There we are.
Oh my gosh, he disappeared
right.
too. The wrong one disappeared.
Alright, stop that. No more dragging myself. Oh, everyone is gone. Where are all the enemies?
What if I did this?
The enemies have left the area.
No. We're not that lucky. I'm fixing what I just wanted to clarify them better for you guys, and I thought it did, but it turns out it didn't. I'm frozen. That's fun. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, it's good. Yes, now we can play. Yes, exactly what I wanted it to happen.
Are those tiny little health bars?
Yes.
Yay! That's so cute.
Yeah, you guys met these enemies before, so you guys know. They even look more hurt than the ones you've faced before. As if they've all been damaged before. Oh, I can't do that because I'm not there yet. Oh, yes. But after that, it is their turn. They're going to move up. I'll take care of that in a second. Branza. You're going to pop it on them?
I'm going to pop it on them.
Purple.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop it on them.
Yep.
Up front.
Yep. Great.
There's no one there right now. There's no one there right now. But I would just like to say, for you as the DM to note this, unless they make a wisdom perception check against my spell save DC, they just think it looks like regular terrain until they get inside of it.
Alright.
You have it pulled back instead of up front.
I know. Because I'm dealing with these guys right now. But I got you. I'm going to move them right back. Move.
Yeah. As defined by the spell, the transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature... Actually, wait. No. I want it where you have it now. I like it back there. I want it where you have it now.
Okay, that means you won't be putting it on top of it.
That's fine.
Okay, so you want to you want to just set it?
I want to set it back there. Yep, where you have it.
All right.
And maybe shift it a little bit to the right so that the edge of that tank isn't in it.
Yeah, I'll move it wherever you want it.
Just like maybe
you should be able to shift it yourself. Let me check it. Stupid
I'm not
thing.
able to touch it.
Shit. There, all yours. There was more here.
Right there.
That's here. But they weren't there, so I have to move all those guys. All of you get pushed back.
So if that releases my ready to action, do I still have an action since that was a previous action?
Yeah, I would say you just like put it down, and this is your action now. What will be coming next?
Okay, cool.
But it's not. Is it your turn yet?
I haven't moved yet. I've just released the action. I'm gonna set up a telepathic link with the guy on this hovercraft.
Sure. You say anything?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say we're friendly. We'll try to help. Don't move to within the area. I'm gonna specify the spike growth area. Don't move there.
He's on a hovercraft.
I said, well, yeah, that's what I'm going to specify. Don't move your ground troops there.
Oh, okay.
And then once I'm finished saying that, I'm going to rush to where everyone is behind the wall.
Okay. All right.
Can I make it?
All right. As he hears this soothing voice that
Oh, thank you. My voice
doesn't
is
sound
Your voice is soothing?
out of place for the guy. For him, it doesn't sound out of place at all. And I made a roll for him to see if he could handle the information or handle this oddity occurring, and also hearing someone he's never heard before. But yeah, no, they rolled above excellent, and they seem to so first you notice as they kind of shift to the side a bit to peer around to see who's speaking to them, even though words weren't uttered. They locate you and spot you running around. Once they see that you rushed over to the portcullis and notice that it's your group getting in there, he says something. If anyone's keeping an eye on him, you guys will notice that he's saying something to someone. And yeah, he's waving them down. He's waving them down to follow you. Yeah, that's what you guys get. Is it the end of your turn, Branza?
Yep.
Yeah, Phillip, what do you do?
So there's some soldiers. The lady, I forget her name. Who's traveling with us again?
Tren.
She tapped my shoulder and told me that there's some other men coming towards us.
That's what she said. She just pointed him out.
Well, I politely scoot Shren out the way and just leave the door wide open. One look at Branza. Sort of gesture for him to hurry the fuck up. Just like gesturing for him. Can I hold my action to push the lever down after Branza gets in behind the door, and also also to see if those men leave through the door?
How many rounds ago did you open the portcullis? Did you touch the lever? This is the second round, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's still rising.
Oh, it's still rising.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna hold my action to shoot my crossbow at any goblin that may get through the thorn things. Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in
The
case.
goblins will definitely make it through the thorn things. They're just there to slow them down so we can have an easy time picking them off.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna
Okay.
hold an action.
Alright, sounds good. Alright. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's check something. Nope. Because it's you over here. Is it? Yes, it is. Alright, at disadvantage, they'll do it anyways. They're gonna shoot at the thing, killing more of their friends. At disadvantage, does that hit that big thing? It's a good question. No. Yeah, just a giant rock is flung. It smacks on this mech and just bounces off of it though. Lands on the ground next to it. But yeah. At the end of their turn, yeah, no, he doesn't want to do it yet. It's Shren who doesn't do anything because she's waiting on you guys because she's a little tired. And then it's Donk's turn. Donkz, what are you doing?
Yay! Once again. I'd like to peep out from whatever hole I can see and try to shoot again with my anti-tank rifle.
Sure. You have only one action to attack, right?
Yeah, one action. I got nothing else.
Okay. If you misfire again, you'll have to clear the jam. And that takes an action. So the first misfire is just a misfire. Nothing happens. No loss of ammunition, no nothing. Usually you just do a quick check, double check that your thing's on it, you tap it, make sure it's good, and then you go for the next click. Let's see what happens.
Boom, done. Nat 1.
You rolled a natural 20 and a nat 1.
Yeah. And I would have gotten a natural 20. I would have. 100%.
If it wasn't for that disadvantage.
No, I can't. I was going to say I could use Reckless Attack, but that's only for melee.
Yep.
It should get you firearms training.
Yeah. This jams the weapon. It needs to be cleared if you want to attempt to use it again. Are you proficient with Tinker's tools?
Nope, absolutely not.
So you cannot clear the jam unless you roll really well or you have a Tinkerer's tool proficiency and roll decent. So you could do a dex check to try to clear it. But what's your dex mod?
My dex modifier?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it.
I love my kitty cat.
Yeah.
Well, nothing else.
I will let you use strength if it wasn't for there's explosive ammunition inside of those cartridges.
I hit the gun really hard to try and get it unjammed. It blows up in my face. We all die. End of campaign.
At any other weapon, I would have allowed strength, but as it was handed to you, it's like here's some explosive ammunition with this rifle. You're like, probably not the best idea.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What ideas in the world? Just hit explosives with bare hands.
Yeah. Yep. So that gun is done for now. Is that the end of your turn, though?
Put it in the back of my cartridge as I sit around. I can do nothing else.
All right. Jeesh. These things move up. Can it move, though? Could I move them? Okay. They move up. They get there. They move up. It's blocking me. Ugh, I hate this thing. Okay, let's do this. Could I do this? To front. Okay. Could I do this? To the map layer? It doesn't matter. There's nothing there hiding it anyways. What the fuck did I even do that for? Extra work for nothing. Alright, move these guys now. These guys can move up to there. You go back. Who do I want? These guys. These guys. And for the last one is Branza's turn. Let's move these guys up. Yes. Yes. This is how it went. For the most part. This guy did not move up there.
Does there seem to be a ladder or a staircase in the wall to? Oh wait, I'm not behind the wall yet. Okay, I'm currently unable to click on my character because the fire's in the way. So I'm gonna move it real quick.
It is a pretty big one. Here, I got a better fix for it. I'll just step away. But yeah, what happens?
Okay, is there like a ladder or a stairway to get on top of the wall?
Hold on, let me see where you are on this other screen. From where you are there, you don't see anything.
Yeah. No.
Do you want to move around to look further around so you get more corner checks? Use the rest of your movement, whatever movement you have, to get more sight. Yeah.
See if I can look.
So I'm not gonna say make a perception check and use your action for that because that makes no sense.
I mean, go ahead, have me make a perception check to use my action.
There's no need because once you're up there a bit, you do see that there are ladders in between the towers at the very edges there.
We could try to climb up one of those, get a high ground vantage point.
You said it's a 40-footer, right?
It's currently, I don't know what our wind victory
I can get to the ladder if I dash. So I'm going to dash and get to the ladder.
Is that where you are if you dash? Oh, okay, there? Yeah, that's perfect, yes.
If I dash, I get there.
Yeah.
But I can also move 5 foot in any direction as well. I
All
still
right.
have 5 feet of movement left.
Yeah.
I get 5 feet up the ladder.
Sure. Yes. There are about 45 more to go.
Great. Dashing next turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's my turn.
Great. Here's a mini sun.
Fight growth is there for another 9 rounds.
Another 9 rounds, okay.
Yep.
Phillip, what do you do? Phillip? You're muted.
Huh. Oh no, he's deafened. I can't even hear.
Deafened.
So, DM, I'm having a rough time thinking of what our win condition could possibly be.
What?
It couldn't be a win condition. Like, what do we have to do in order to win? Because it can't be kill everything. because we can't do that. We have too few artillery. We can't just kill. We can kill one or two, but we can't kill all of this army.
We definitely
We can try to retreat.
I don't know. There's a huge pit of thorns in the way of the portcullis. At the best case scenario, is avoid them getting past the gate. Unfortunately, it is open at the moment.
We could try to close the gate. We could try to close the gate. Have covering fire in the back, but not barely do anything either. We could try. What we could try to do is get further into Graenguana. You know, we could probably find something there, read more into the situation. We just don't feel like we can do anything meaningful currently. We can blockade, we can try to slow them down, but there's too many of them and too few of us.
Yes. So are you saying this to your fellow teammates, or are you just throwing that in the air?
Sure, I'll say to my teammates, but enough for conversationalist, not yelling. Unlike our good friend.
Who do you say it to? But before you answer that, Branza, where do you want this thing? This is the proper 40-foot one.
I mean, that's perfect. Where you have it there is perfect.
All right, great. So yes, Donkz, you're assessing the situation. You're seeing there's a ton of monstrosities. Well, there's at least one huge monstrosity, one other armored being that looks as large as you, at least, and there's a bunch of tiny. Well, you know that they're infected beings rushing over. So what do you say, and to whom?
I say it to Tren and Phillip over here,
Sure.
not the Branza, because that would require actually yelling.
Yep.
Which might spread the curse further, since I don't believe these guys. Do these guys have a top on their vehicle?
No.
No, it's just open air,
Yeah.
and there's 3 of them, so we can't allow screaming. So I'll just say it conversationally. There's too many of them, too few of us. Our best chance at even winning this would probably be to find more help or anything within the walls of Graenguana. We can't do anything meaningful currently, but we could try to slow them down, but that would be too slow. They'd break the walls, wipe the floor with us. Who are these people? Oh yeah, who are these people at the north side?
Yeah, do you ask that?
No, I look at it. Can I tell them what they are? They be
Yeah, they're like
numbers.
soldiers.
They're what?
They're like soldiers. They're rushing over to you. They seem to be upset.
Alright. I keep on talking until I can safely say that they're close enough to hear us talking.
And then you'll continue talking, or stop talking at that point?
I'll stop talking.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Well, hello, I'm back.
Great. I was wondering, I was like, wait, is it just Philip's turn? Why was Donkz telling me what he's doing? I'm like, what? I have Phillip here.
No, it's...
You're back. Everything alright?
Yeah, I just had to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay, cool. It is your turn. Donkz did ask you. He said there's too many of them around. In a low tone. He didn't speak too loud, not to alert anybody, but he did notice other people. But he said there are too many people there. There are too many
few
enemies.
Of us, we can barely make a difference, a dent in this vast, numerous army.
See, there you go. Exactly what that is. But before you answer, but it is your goal.
I look at him. I say, in a whispered tone, I say, "You're right. We need like a lot more people. Also, uh, if we're gonna talk in this whispered tone, I have a little. Do you know how I kind of told you to hurry the fuck up a little bit ago? Yeah.
Yes.
That's a spell I know. You are the only one who can hear that. And then you can whisper something back to me, and I'm the only one who can hear that. Meaning we could just talk in those whispers and no one else can hear them. Now, should we... Where the hell are we supposed to go?
Deeper into the well of Graenguana, find some help, find the barracks of the soldiers, tell them the situation. Like, they have telephones in this world, right? Or no? Radio, that type of thing. Communication via wireless.
Yeah. From what you know,
They have that?
of course.
Do these vehicles seem like they have, like, communication? Wait, I have a question. Do these vehicles seem like they were pulled out to defend the walls? Or are these just like the first line defenses? Like, these are already automatic turrets that were set up here beforehand.
So the two tanks, the bipedal one and the one with the wheels,
The tracks.
they the tracks. There you go. They obviously came here. You can't tell if there's turrets, but you do notice that there is some firing being done from what you can only assume is where Branza is headed. And the vehicles, these hovercrafts that have just flown over, they seem to have just arrived to this situation that has occurred.
Alright, so this definitely happened beforehand, and it isn't just like this a spur of the moment thing. It's a spur of the moment thing. This didn't happen beforehand. That's what I was to say. So, do I think that this is all they can muster, or do I think that they still need time to prepare? To get more in, more people, more things, all that. Which is all they could muster.
You can tell that these are the forces from the front gate. Currently, the people arriving seem to be part of the assessors team, and they currently just seem to all be soldiers. There's no captain or anybody that stands out. But again, you haven't seen everybody. You can't tell what's inside the tanks yet. For reference.
Well,
yeah, it just seems to be the front gate soldiers currently fighting off.
Well, I believe you're right, and hey, maybe, on our way to find more people, we can maybe find that goddamn flip I've been looking for. So I suggest, wait, I look up, is the thing still rising?
This is the third turn. It had just finished.
Okay, I want to try and push the lever back down to make it go down.
Sure, but use your action to have that conversation, though.
Actually, turn back to the soldiers. Are they still coming this way?
They are.
Okay. I am not going to do anything with the lever. Instead, 30 feet. One. gonna run up. She's gonna run up near Branza.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Is it my turn? Or does the Dren go after me? Oh, before me. Before me.
I mean,
I think Shren rolled like a 16. But you could try and go before Donkz.
yeah, Shren does go, but you guys haven't really told her what to do, so she's like, okay. What's up, Donkz? She's like looking at you.
Wait. Retreat is our only option for now, I do believe.
You know what? She's gonna wait into portcullis. So she's gonna she's ready to beat the crap out of anybody that tries to go through this door. She's gonna hold it down. Yeah. But yeah, Donkz, what do you do? It is your turn.
I throw one of my javelins.
One of your javelins?
I throw one of my javelins at the big one right here. Try to gain his attention.
Yeah, go for it.
So he gets a bit distracted, at least. There's a 13 hit.
No.
Well, I have nothing else. I would like to use my movement to try and make my way here, towards the shoulder.
Okay.
So, quick question. I forgot. What are these two doing here again? What was their plan?
They're sort of going up that thing, no? You guys are going up it?
Well, were you asking what my plan was? The one who darted off first around the corner? My plan is to climb the wall and try and get a better overview. Maybe see if I can get some pot shots off from the top of the wall from a good vantage point.
I'd like to just make my way further into town. I'll make my way here, and then I'll use that to go here. First, I'll make it my way in between you guys so I can talk to you. Tell them about how we gotta get out of here. You know, all the things. We could try to slow them down. We surely could. Despair. Wait, McClean, you heard what I said earlier, right? But too many of them, too few of us, barely make a dent. You heard that, right?
I was already around the corner.
Oh yeah, you heard it, right. Alright. Prep for escape. I make my way downtown.
Walking fast?
Perhaps.
Faces past near homebound?
Oh man. Okay, so
End of a turn.
and you turn. Yeah. Okay. All these suckers went. A whole bunch of them threw themselves into the thing. Let's see how many didn't. Hey! A bunch of them avoided it. Holy
Of the goblin?
crap!
Wait, how did they avoid it?
They saw it.
You rolled against my spell save?
Yeah.
Okay, shit.
Yeah, like a bunch of them avoided that first grouping. Like a bunch of them pretty much avoided them. There's a ton of them still gonna run into it, but like these guys, they're still screwed. But yeah, like 5 of them avoided it. It was pretty awesome. That's cool. It's the end of their turn.
For the ones that didn't avoid it, I'm gonna roll the damage for them.
Yes, please. Just roll once, and I'll take that for that.
All of them.
See if it hurts.
7 damage.
-7 for you.
That was really good. That was really good damage.
For
Right?
anyone else? You're red. You're red. You don't belong here. No, that's not red. Red is here, I think. Well, I guess you aren't red. Go back.
My cat is biting.
Well, make sure it's difficult terrain for them, so they don't.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh, and also, how far in there did they get?
One of them got hit like twice, I think.
I just need to know foot distance. On
Yeah. The most, one of them got hit twice. One of them just got hit once.
Okay, so I'll roll it a second time then.
No, I'm just taking the 7 for all of it.
Oh, so you're taking a 7 twice.
I'm taking the one number. All of them are going to take that damage whenever that round. Just for ease.
But for every 5 feet, they take an additional 2d4.
Oh, okay. What do they take originally?
So if they enter, 2d4.
Okay.
They move 5 feet, 2d4. They move another 5 feet, 2d4.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I mean. I'll just take 7 for each amount, however far they went, because I already did 14 on one of them.
So, okay, got it.
Yeah. But let me put that on that one. Boom. And you can tell they were already pretty damaged from the get-go as you guys were approaching. But they don't look to be in a good state, the ones rushing through. And in that fervor, anger, and determination, they're pushing through it. They're gonna keep going. They're gonna kill themselves as they're rushing through this, seemingly unbeknownst to them that they're walking into a
Death trap.
Yeah, death trap. Yeah, it's over for them. But yep. Whose turn is it? Phillip? Yep, yes it is.
It's not my turn?
Oh, that wasn't your turn? Branza, sorry. It is your turn.
I didn't do anything.
It was you were just rolling so much damage, I was confused.
I think it's been 2... Has it been 2 or 3 rounds since it was cast?
That last round would have been the second one. This is your 3rd round that is up?
Okay, so after this turn, it's a round for 7 more rounds. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Up the ladder.
Action?
Yeah, I mean, you said I had 45 feet more to go up the ladder. My movement is 35, so I'm a dash.
Okay, so as soon as you get up there, you... with your passive and the perception you rolled earlier, because we're still aware, you come into view with an individual who's wearing some leather armor. They seem to not notice you as of yet, but you can tell they have similar to what Jezebel is, George now, the weapon that Donkz has just ruined. It's a long weapon. It seems to be refined to a degree where you can only say, yeah, there's technology involved in that particular weapon, while the other one is more mundane and just meant for a function. And while they are shooting bullets every once in a while and reloading, you can tell that at the very tip of this barrel is a mist of cold emanating off of it. But yeah, they're nonchalantly just shooting as they continue minding their business because they don't know that you're there. Let me double check that.
Dude, I want what
They
this
don't know
guy-
that you're there.
So there's a guy up there.
There's
Would I-
enough
would I
space for
be
both of you guys to
on-
shoot from the edge there.
Would I be on the long circle or would I be in the like small, thin, penis shaped thing?
Right. Penis shape. What? I'm not sure what that is, but I'm just gonna start doing this here. Ba-da-ba-ba, because I knew this would come to question. You're right where 4 is.
Okay.
I mean, the guy is right where 4 is. You're like a 5-foot hallway to him.
Okay, and I made it 45 feet up, so I still have 25 feet of movement. I'm
And
gonna
then and there is
position
pretty
myself
quick. Mm-hmm.
next to him and just tap on his shoulder to let him know I'm there, and draw my bow to get ready to fire. I can't fire yet because I don't have any more actions, but I'm just gonna draw my bow and get ready to fire.
Okay. He has to react. Let's see how he reacts. Well, no, he saw you guys. So actually, what he saw was you guys showing up, throwing a magical spell in the middle of the ground here, which obviously he's helping. But he doesn't know you. And you guys got in. Okay, yeah. Okay. As soon as you tap him, he is quick to grab at around his chest. He has a knife on, just laid sideways across it. He grabs at it. He's about to pull it out of the sheath, but once he realizes who you are, he sees the pointy ears. He sees your hair, the forest accoutrement you have, for the lack of a better word. And he lets his guard down there, seeing you get in position, and he yeah, I think, is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna shrug. He doesn't have another set, so he's just gonna move on. You guys, you don't know what that's about. You can make an insight. He's looking at you a little worried, but he doesn't seem to do much more other than that. Do you do something about that specifically, or do you just go to shoot? 'Cause you can make an insight. He gave you a weird look, like
Okay.
there after he accepted that you were there, which is odd. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so he just probably doesn't he just probably isn't used to sharing the space with people, but he's all right with it.
We rolled so many nat ones this session.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll nat 20s all day next session.
You guys remember the dragon? All those 4s?
Oh yeah, he's back now.
Oh, this
He's
is
gonna kill us all.
revenge for the 4s on the hideous laughter.
Every single time. Phillip, your go.
Okay. Gosh, I am a idiot. What the hell is the name of the person we've been with?
Shren.
Tren.
Yes, I'm gonna point to Tren. I'm gonna use message. I'm gonna say to her, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta find more people. I'm using message, so it's in a whisper, and she is able to reply back to me, also in a whisper. We're the only ones who can hear this. I'm just telling her, we need to get the fuck out of here. Let's go. We need more people.
She turns to you. You've seen this look before in her eyes. It's not a look that you so much enjoy, and it's very similar to the look that Donkz sometimes has, if not less furious, but is that same look that Donkz does carry where when he does go into rage. She gives you that smile, and she whispers back. Um, she punches at her jaw twice, softly, enough for her, but you don't think that you'd be able to get away with that one. And she says, "The fight is here. I'm staying."
That sucks for her. I'm gonna turn around and...
So,
Can I roll some sort of perception to see where any sort of... something like maybe if I can see more of the city and where something... where we can find more people.
Yeah. There's like 100 feet away, to the north of directly where you are. There seems to be just an empty marketplace.
Ooh.
It's void of anything of wares, people of any sort. It looks like a ghost town.
oh yeah, I have to go in like 20 minutes. Is that right?
That's fine. We'll end it in 20 minutes. I didn't think this would just completely be solved immediately unless you guys just decided to run away. But yeah, of course.
Right.
Like we've been here for 3 hours or more. I already stopped the recording just to record again.
So it isn't corrupted.
Yeah, I hope. I don't know.
3. Okay, I'm gonna run up to there. I'm gonna look at Donkz. Get close and whisper to him. I think we should go after that marketplace. It's most likely our best bet. Probably get deeper in the city. It looks really empty right now, so we can have a clean shot. Also, we could probably just like filter through the shops and see if there's anything left.
Bombs.
If we use. But yeah, I whisper that to Donkz. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
All right. At the end of that, all the other people go. Donkz, what do you do?
Well, I'll stick with my plan. I hope to God that Branza knows what he's doing, and I'd like to advance forward, make a couple perception checks, dash. I don't need a dash. I walk off the map.
Yeah, you go into the market.
I'm going into the market, see what's going on.
Okay. All right. Branza.
Can I make a perception check? What's going on in the market? I know you're sensitive.
It's empty. Something going on.
So,
Yeah.
something's going on.
No perception check required.
Did they evacuate? Can I make an insight check to see if they evacuate?
Yeah, it's clear. You don't need to make the insight check because it is clear as day.
So they predicted the attack was going to happen, and this is all the forces they could muster against it. Bad. That's bad.
So what do you do? You still do all that?
No. I'd like to scavenge around instead. Next turn, I'd like to scavenge around, find anything that could be useful assist for anyone here that may be trapped
Okay.
or harmed, like the visions of Branza.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
All right. Says Branza. It is your go. And you watch as a lot more of those unlucky few. Let's see how many more unlucky few there are. Ooh, there's a lot more unluckies. That is everybody. Boom. You all walk in there like you're having fun. Dead.
Hey, you don't know if they're dead if I roll.
They're dead. I know how many hit points they have. I know they're dead. You may roll a die, and I'm gonna tell you they're dead anyways.
5 times however many spaces they move.
One of them made it 3 steps and then died. The rest of them made it 3 steps, died. Yep, they all made it in 3 steps, died. And more can still probably make it in there. Look at that. Stupid fools.
Aren't you so happy that you gave me a funnel?
Oh man.
A funnel. Yay,
A funnel. Look, there's a bunch of red ones back there still. That keep reaching up there, and they should not be moving up there. Any red ones do not go up. They keep grouping up. They keep lining up. But you guys watch as all of the other ones, the purple ones, are just blatantly going through. Oh no, grab the red one, not the purple one. It won't let me. Anyways, it'll let me. Oh my gosh, I forgot this. Let me move everybody else up. But yeah, Branza, what do you do? Because you're watching as the large being finally arrives, and you can't really see much of them, so they have cover against you. But they're smacking on the tank while they're being pelted at by a blast coming from the hovercraft, while the vehicles are shooting at them. A bunch of the other goblinoids that are running around, and it's just a massacre occurring. But what do you do?
I want to try something. Is the hovercraft like underneath me?
The hovercraft is lower than you, yes.
Could I potentially jump on it?
You could. Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you could. Okay, hold on. It's been a couple rounds. Let me see if they would have moved around. I just gotta double check it. If you'll let me hold them. Let me hold them. This is them. Yeah, they would have came. They would have. And they would have done a bit like that. And for some reason, the hovercraft didn't join them. Why not?
Hovercraft.
Oh, because the hovercraft decided to be part of the map. Okay.
Finally, it actually did something.
So there you go. So they would be here. Yeah. You'd be able to get there from that from that distance. Yeah, it'd just be an acrobatics check.
How far away is it from me?
Probably 15, 20 feet, maybe. I can't tell you. The if you literally checked it on the thing, it will tell you.
Since it's below and away, I kind of have momentum and gravity on my side.
You do.
I'll make an acrobatic check for the jump.
20 feet. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, 16 is enough.
Whoa.
And I'd like a point of clarification real fast.
Sure.
I can only mind link with one creature at a time?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to mind link with the guy I mind linked with earlier, who's at the front of this hovercraft.
Did you ever disconnect with him?
I moved out of the range.
Then once you got back in range, you were already connected with him.
Okay, great, cool. I'll say I'm on the hovercraft behind you now. Is there gun controls underneath, like inside?
Make an insight check. Or yeah. Make an insight check because you wouldn't have known until just now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you ask him that, and he'll reply on his turn.
That's the second nat 1 insight check in a row.
Kind of use the dragon all over again.
I am not insightful today.
Yeah, do you do anything else? It's your movement is gone, but yeah.
And you didn't make me use an action to reconnect with him, so I still have an action.
You still have an action.
Yeah, I'll do something real quick. I'll take out my bow and I'll shoot this big boy hitting the tank.
Sure. There's a larger one hitting the tank, and then there's a smaller but slightly more armored one hitting the neck. I'm assuming the bigger one you meant, right?
No, I want to hit the guy on the tank.
Yes, the larger one, that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Big boy. I have him color coded, so if you look at the smaller one, he'd have green, and then the bigger one, he has this brown or yellow. I can't even tell from here, but yeah, I think it's brown. 19 definitely hits. It hits for sure.
Great. Nine or 7 piercing damage, 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then 1 more shot because I can do 2.
Go for it.
I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
13 does not. No. Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
Correct.
Phillip!
Yes, so once again, I'm going to use my trusty cantrip message.
Sure, on whom?
On Branza.
Okay. What do you say?
And I'm going to tell. I say, hey, don't know what the hell you're doing. By the way, you can talk back to me with this. It's a whisper. Don't worry, no one can hear you. Don't know what you're doing. Me and Donkz are running towards like an abandoned village. Gonna sneak through stuff there. Get back to me when you can, or just abandon whatever the hell you're doing. And then I run off towards the village.
Okay.
Yeah,
you don't need to move because there's no village on this map yet that I made. Or
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. When I get there, and it's like a marketplace area, right? Just an abandoned marketplace area.
Yeah. How much is your movement?
I have 30 feet. Is that not enough?
No, it was like 100 feet from the gate itself.
Oh.
So you barely just got to it. Donkz is probably just in it. But yeah, it is pretty exposed. There seems to be rotten fruits still hanging around that got maybe left behind or was untouched long enough that it was forgotten. There is broken planks. You find torn banners.
Do I see if there's some sort of, like, musical instrument shop?
It's in complete disarray, and you do notice that there is roll D100.
Okay. D100.
Yeah, you do notice that there is a sign that has that of a musical note, and that sign is cracked, but and what the actual name of the store is, you can't tell anymore. Is that faded or old? But the shop itself seems to have been set ablaze, and all you see is the dark charcoal stain on the wood of what once was. You may, in your next turn, go inside and check to see if there's anything in there. Make a proper investigation check.
Well, I end my turn then.
Yeah. After that, just more bang, bang, smacking going around. You can tell that the whatever these two larger beings are, they're not of the same caliber as the ones just rushing forward to their death via Branza's vines or being slowed down by this difficult terrain. And I'm not clearly exemplifying this, but there's a lot of them just dying, just left and right, being shot off, getting killed by snipers that are hanging around the corner. There's multiple shooters on the hovercrafts. There's 2 shooters, and there's one person specifically navigating the ship to look around all day long, left and right, looking around. And they seem to be doing something with intent. But yeah. At the end of that, it is Donk's turn. Donkz, you're in the marketplace, no?
I'm in the marketplace, yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to do there?
Can I try to investigate how long it's been abandoned? How long they've had time to prepare for this attack? That type of thing. Could I try to roll like a insight investigation to see how long they've... Because there's rotten fruits. That's evidence enough that they've been here enough. They've been away for a long time. Would I roll to see how long it's been since a person has been here?
Yeah, you can tell that it's been months.
It's been months. Could I tell what they were evacuating from? Could be that this... Could I roll an insight check to see, is it this army that they evacuated from? Is it something else?
I know that you were informed when George informed you, not your gun.
My gun can talk?
No, not your gun. The proper George.
Not unless I talk to your gun.
Has the gun said anything? No. George told you that Graenguana's been defending against an attack for several days. Yeah, you can make a intelligence check to see if you can remember how many days. This will just give you that information.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Right?
It's an intelligence check. Yeah.
4.
No, you don't remember.
Wait, wouldn't this be a history check?
No, because you're just trying to remember.
Exactly, a history check. That's remembering something, I believe.
No, deriving things from history and remembering what someone said a couple days ago or a day ago. I think that's an intelligence check.
Well, I mean, they're exactly the same, so yeah, no. There's no difference.
No difference.
I was hoping to re-roll just in case.
Hey, at least you're honest. Thank you.
Just hoping to re-roll.
Yeah.
Change my fate.
But yeah, is there anything that you want to do though, other than that? Because this you could get just from like walking in there, just like.
Can I try to check if there's an arsenal, like a weapon arsenal?
Roll D100.
Uh, 98.
That's very good. Okay. So you see next to this nearly completely burnt down music shop is a store. Well, I say store, but it's more like in the deal of one of those pop-up shops, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So, but like the ones that are wooden, and it's like you'd probably just throw on top of your truck,
like a bazaar.
Yeah, something like that. There's a small one of those there. Inside of that bazaar, there seems to be roll a d12.
That is extremely specific. All right. 11. That's high roll. That means it's good.
Yeah. There seems to be a glaive there. It is kind of just sticking out, but you can tell that the end itself, it has the shape of a flame. It's just metal, but it has the shape of a flame and it's sticking out. It seems to have just dislodged off of its holding spot, and it's just there hanging out.
I'd like to take it.
Sure. You have a new shiny glaive.
Ooh. Also, my weapons cache was expecting to find tanks. But this is good enough.
At the end, your turn?
Yeah, I end my turn.
Okay. They're gonna go. So let's see how many people fall for this trap.
Did our allies go? Did I get anything? Did I get a response from the guy I had mind linked with?
Yeah, they would have gone during Donx's turn. What was your question? What did you ask him?
Are there controls for the guns below, like in the inside?
Okay. He says out loud. What? I'm currently using them. What? As he's turning around, confused as how you got there, why you're talking to him, why did it sound weird, and why aren't your lips moving?
Okay.
But then now the rest of these guys, let's see if they could perceive this mess. Come on, give me some more of the famous 5 that survived. Ooh. Aw. Okay. What's your DC?
I believe 15.
Oh, I got many saves. Many of them saved. I'm on the wrong side. And do this side.
Yeah.
I like all these guys for the save. Oh Lord, no! Don't crash on me. I like all these guys for the save right here. Right? You see all those? Oh, there's red movement. I don't like that. Remove
Just
this.
wondering, how many of them are still alive?
A bunch of them. A bunch of them went around this nonsense. I want a bunch of them to not get around that. You guys also are stupid.
I'm not stupid.
Not you.
I'm
Them.
smart. I'm
They're in there. They're in there. They're in there. All those guys are dead. You don't need to roll because they literally do not have enough hit points. Maybe one of them has enough hit points to maybe get out of it. Yes, one makes.
There's one straggler. He's the new Demon King. Also, what's going on with the big guys? With the tanky dudes?
They're just smacking on the tanks, breaking into them. It seems enough to cause enough damage to force all the vehicles to start moving away or attempt to. But it seems that they are not holding for long, as they're being overwhelmed. But Branza, is your go. As you're on top of a hovercraft that is like 20 feet over the ground, barely, and it's kind of wading back and forth.
Does it look like everyone who's like gone through the vines are the last ones that are probably going to go through?
Yes, for now, yeah. Seems like it. The ones that seem to be left behind seem to just be using arrows. And while they're not doing tons of damage, you can tell that the vehicles are taking enough damage that the armor is starting to dent on both of them easily. This is not going to last long if this continues. Wow.
Okay, so everything that has everything that probably would go through the spike growth has gone through.
Pretty much, yes. You could bait some idiots. But those grouping in the right, they kind of just avoided everything, and they're gonna now rush into this machine, which seems the most endangered.
Cool. I'm gonna drop concentration on the spike growth.
Yeah.
So it should be gone.
Okay.
It seems like you have a lot of enemies occupying the same spaces, the same 5 spaces. I'm gonna punish you for that. I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to send an arrow into this crowd and an arrow into this crowd.
And these people gotta be terrified. The ones in the mechs.
Yeah.
Everyone within 5 feet of where the arrow lands is going to take 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save.
Yeah. You just gotta hit one of them.
Yep. Actually, I don't even have to hit. Wait. Oh, never mind. I do have to hit. Okay.
Yeah, they hit you. Yeah, they hit.
Be hard to miss these guys, but yeah. Could happen. Hit.
Alright. So the guy it hits takes 9 plus 2. And then in everyone within 5 feet of whoever I'm hitting needs to roll a dex save.
Sure. Do me a favor. Just pick the person that you hit. Because I know you
Right there. That guy.
That guy. Okay, I see him. So I'm gonna adjust his numbers. That's 9 and then 2. Okay.
9, 2, and then if he saves, +5. If he doesn't save, +10. And everyone around him.
Well, if he saves his +5, he's dead. So.
Okay. And then everyone within 5 feet of him needs to make a dex save as well against my save DC. If they save, 5 damage. If they don't save, 10 damage.
So first things first. He's done. Boop. Right there. I'll do 5 feet, right? Through
Say again?
5 feet, right?
5 feet, yeah.
Alright.
I have some really nice crowd control spells.
So. I'm gonna hit all of these guys.
It's been 20 minutes.
Let's finish up this thing, and if you need to, just you may exit out because we'll close up now. Manny.
I think you guys can continue.
What's up?
Can I finish my turn before we close, or no?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. I hope you see that little circle, the red circle. Do you see it? Is this something that you can see?
I see the red X.
Only that?
Oh yes, it's very faint, but it's
okay.
there.
All right. So those are all the ones that I'm gonna affect anybody in that, whoever's actually in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5. I think there's more than that. Can't tell. So many health bars.
Roll them dex saves.
Hold on. Let me check how many I need to. It's a lot. I just zoomed in way close. Oh my gosh, there's so many bodies here.
Seemed like
who would do this?
Yeah, that's why I aimed my spell there. That's why.
And I still have another spot to roll for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll throw him in there. All right. That fell out my hand, but that's a save. Fail.
10 for the ones that fail, 5 for the ones that save.
Okay. So I'll put those on there. You're 5. Not you. What the heck? Did I move him? Sure, I think I did, yes.
Looks like you moved him. Right.
Yes, I did. I just verified it. You're 5 as well. You're another 5. That's 10 damage on that one. You're another 5. And then the ones who took 5 damage. Alright, have a good one. We're gonna close up so you won't miss much.
We're just gonna finish my next hit and then be done.
Alright, see you guys. Have a nice day.
Alright.
Thank you again, Mr. DM, for running the game. Pretty fun.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Agonizer, for being funny. And thank you, McClean, for being Branza.
All those hit points is being dropped. That guy back.
Branza's really carrying us for being my character.
It's the best. And then what's their next grouping? I think I'm looking at them, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah. So I would say these are probably more close together. Those guys specifically, they're like on top of the mech, so they're not all really on each other. You're trying to affect the most. You'd probably be better off hitting that other little stack or hitting the same spot you hit again, because there's still a bunch of them alive there.
Yeah, I'll hit the same spot. I'll hit the same spot again.
Go for it. Yeah. You'd affect all 7 of those guys again if you hit one of them. And you did. So another one's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Start putting X's on these suckers. I hope you do know that I just removed them from the map. The ones that are stuck on the thorns.
I don't know why. I only hit 1 for 12, and then the other one, I didn't roll Hail of Thorns well. I only rolled a 2 for the Hail of Thorns damage. So, unless they have only 2 health.
Are you serious? So it's just a bad roll.
2 for Hail of Thorns damage.
This is the bad roll. So only the one guy died.
Yeah, only the one guy died.
I'll pick a healthy one then.
The rest need to make saves. If they don't, they take 1 damage. If they do,
oh my gosh. That's why I shouldn't assume, huh?
Assumptions make an ass out of you and me.
Exactly that. Oh man. Here. There you go.
Everyone should still be
I think I picked the healthy one. I can't tell. Can't tell. Good. Damn it. No.
By the way, this is also a concentration spell, so I can still hit groups for the next 10 minutes.
Go for it.
Or not 10 minutes, next 10 turn.
There you go. That guy's in.
Don't you love the spells you let me have?
Yes. I enjoy watching this occur. This is amazing. This is cool. I'm just it's just unfortunate that I don't have like someone like specifically tracking all of the happenings. I have to do double zooms. It's like, okay, the DM is running stuff. Oh wait, the camera didn't see that too well. Let me try to get closer. Oh, something's happened elsewhere. Oh well, whatever. Forget it. Anyways, after this, it is Philip's turn, and we're gonna end it after Philip. Philip, what do you do?
Well,
because you tried to message Branza, right?
Oh wait, can I respond to him?
No, you didn't get it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna run up to the burnt music building.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do an investigation roll to see if I can find my pipe of the sewers.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Investigation, for the love of God, roll high. Investigation. Ooh.
You find something that if it was a pipe of sewers, this is exactly what it would look like. But looking at it, it's clear that this is just a mundane flute. It just seems like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But it seems to be like the only thing that is in the shop that is not burnt. There's that and a sack of just a small sack hanging by the little box that was the flute was in as well.
Can I grab the sack?
Yeah, it's like 20 gold in there.
Cool, nice.
Mm.
Alright, and so I'm going to test it out. I'm going to use my action to play the pipes.
Okay. Nothing happens. You know that it's not magical.
Dang it.
Your passive insight is enough for you to know that.
Well, I grab all the gold and shove it into my actual gold bag. I throw that bag away. But I keep that flute. I also shove the fake pipes of the sewers into my bag.
Yeah. Sounds good. Is that it on there? At the end of your turn?
Well, question.
Yes.
Since I knew it was fake, did that mean I didn't use my action to play it?
You definitely did not.
Okay. What can I do? Spells. What in the hell can I do? I think I'm just gonna kind of like hide out and sort of hide around in a little bit of a corner and just wait, see if anyone comes through, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. These things are just gonna go crazy on the vehicles. That's the bigger one, and then there's the other one there. And he rolls really good there. All of those are at advantage. So one's a hit. One's is that hit? Check. We're just looking at that thing that is a miss. Oh, at advantage. So miss, hit, hit, hit. Everything hits besides that one miss. So yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, okay, sure. I guess. Don't do what I want you to do then. I'll just do it here. It's okay. See, that did it just fine. Why didn't you do it that other time? And yeah, we'll end it with just one last D100 from you guys. Does anyone want to roll it specifically?
I'll roll it.
Go ahead.
I have the luck. 84.
Yeah. So it seems that although these things are continuously attacking at all these vehicles, and although there are many people exposed on the hovercrafts, they don't seem to pay too much mind to that threat. Although it seems to be picking off enough of these goblins. They're dying left and right. I again have not been showing off how well everyone else is actually taking apart these things, but there is a clear effort to knock out whatever is headed towards the gates to the town of Graenguana. But yeah, this is where we're gonna end with again a bunch of the arrows just and making these like a tink 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 tink, tink like all consistent. And if you've ever been in a car where it's rained for the longest time, just for the longest time, but very fast and hard. That's what it sounds like. Just the entire time you've been hearing this ding 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 ding, the entire time. These arrows, once they got in range, it just has been constant. But yeah, these vehicles are due to be exposed or ripped apart. These larger behemoths are just cracking into them. They might not last long enough. But given the situation, if a distraction is made, if they could be taken out, if something could be changed, if something's done, maybe it could be overcome. But yeah. This is where we end, guys. At least for the day.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Do the guys around me look impressed with my arrow shots?
They don't.
That it groups them.
Hold on, let me check for one of them. What is this? I can't tell. Is it a 9? 9? Okay. Yeah. Okay. The driver's impressed. Yes. The rest of them don't seem to care. They're just like, okay.
Cool.
It's like, okay, you got some. Catch up is what the other guys kind of their body language gives you. You can't see what any one of these people look like. They're all wearing skin tight suits, and they have like face masks on. You can tell they have pointy ears under the face masks, but just as much as you could tell that they're anybody else. But yeah, they actually do have pointy ears. What am I talking about? Yeah, they do. Yeah, but that's all you can tell. The driver though, he is impressed for sure. There's some good shooting. Like, I'm impressed. Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. Alright.
Well,
see y'all next week.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you for the game.
Thank you for the game.
Thank you. On the next one, either run or don't stop shooting. As much as I could say.
Arrows.
You have what?
I have 7 remaining arrows.
You only have 7 remaining arrows?
Yep, I started today with 11, and I have spent 2 rounds of combat firing sets of 2 arrows. So I have 7 left.
Okay, roll a d12.
Shit, I'll have to get... Okay, give me a second.
Oh.
Well, if you need me to, when you get the chance, just tell Phillip that you need some arrows, and I'll probably just give you my arrows. I only have 6.
You have crossbow bolts.
Oh. You could use those as arrows.
Not longbow arrows.
So, 11.
Probably good, but it'd take some getting used to.
It wouldn't work. But 11 arrows is how many more you found as you got to the inside the palisades itself, where there is a bit of an armory where the guy was shooting stuff from.
Oh, cool.
So give yourself 11 arrows on top of that.
Thank you, DM.
Yeah.
I appreciate your generosity.
What? No, I mean it makes sense.
Like,
If you were that low on arrows and you're aware of it, you would be looking for them immediately. And I'm sure you were already aware of like your low number of arrows and holy crap, there's a lot of things here. What's the next thing? Get more arrows. But yep, you got some more. Yeah.
I just can't wait until we get to like a more civilized area where I can potentially. I have a plan for this fake pipe of the sewers.
Well, hopefully there's something for it or to it.
I love how y'all are off, like either getting reinforcements or trying to find weapons or something, and I'm just with our new allies, just trying to hold the line.
I mean, my original plan was to literally. I was like, find some allies, but also my entire thing was really I just want those pipes of the sewers. And right now I only have a fake one, but then I looked up the price that is commonly sold of a pipe of sewers, and it can range between 500 gold to 2,000 gold.
Is that like D&D commerce status?
Yes.
Okay. So not
if we ever go
not
to a
this
civilized
not
area-
this world is what you're telling me, but also specifically not even the economy that Phillip knows. So
True.
to convert it, I would say I'll say for that one, I don't know. I'd have to make a very specific estimate for that, which I can get back to you on that. But I understand what you're trying to get at. You're trying to hawk it to a fool.
My entire plan is I'm going to find someone who I think is gullible enough. I'm going to roll deception on them and give myself bardic inspiration, just in case. I'm going to try and scam them out of all their money.
Sounds good to me. So I'll get you the what that number Phillip is thinking of later, for sure. Because I have to think what you would think. Where are you from? Ayan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Wherever the butchers are from.
The butchers, yes.
Glad you told the DM your plan.
I mean, I have to know.
Well, yeah, I need to know the conversion rate.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There's not very many secrets from the DMs. Like, if you want to do anything in the world, you kind of have to tell them. You know, we're like, okay, let's try.
So you can't just like spring that up on him, because then he's gonna have to spend like 10 minutes converting like 2,000 gold into whatever currency he needs to.
Oh yeah,
that's fair. We have a secret group chat.
That's fine. You guys can secret group chat all day long. But if Branza knows it, Donkz knows it, Phillip knows it, I know it technically. I just may not be aware of it at the moment. I don't know. That's a weird paradox there. That's very interesting, and the reason of why I enjoyed this game. Like, I did not expect Branza to jump onto the hovercraft today. So yeah.
What did you expect me to do?
I don't expect anymore in D&D, man. I stopped expecting. I'm just like, okay, so this is the world. What do you guys do? Oh, that's interesting. Well, this is the world now after you did that. Yeah. It's good stuff. I love it.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes, I'm gonna eat.
I'm gonna do the same. It's midnight for me.
Guys, have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
You too. Goodbye.